Stream is starting. The Captain Coder at the helm. Bean water is ready. Today we will learn a lot. He loves the questions, he loves to sing. Join our Discord and follow him.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you happen to be in the world. I'm over here laughing. We got Pterodam with us. He's watching. He can't hear any of the stream audio, so we're just laughing about how he's the first time he's seen the intro, it's just silent. Can you imagine watching that just with the music off? It's the first time you see it. Suddenly it switches from that intro screen into just some weird faces creeping up on your screen. Can you imagine? That's what Pterodam just got to experience. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So wonderful to have you here. The Dolphin, welcome into the stream. Tom Fullery, great to see you in the stream. Welcome aboard. Happy to have you here on this beautiful day. Code Monk, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Congratulations on your #1. Count Oren, welcome aboard, my friend. It's great to see all of you beautiful people. Beautiful Saturday. You know what that means? You know what Saturday means? Saturday means that it's Saturday. I don't know what it's going to. I don't know. Sometimes I say things not knowing what else is going to spew out of my mouth there. Sijian, welcome back. Congratulations on your #9. Folks, don't forget, get those bonus points, exclamation point here. Get that attendance marks, get your points, so that way you get those bonus points. You can add in hats. Captain have switched to QA. You switched to QA, or are you asking if I have switched to QA? We are going to be play testing Hexahedra today. I'm super excited about it. We got the incredible, the wonderful, the fabulous, the unstoppable Pterodam with us today, folks. He's going to be joining us in just a moment. After I'm done rambling, I got to get, it's all about Captain Coder here. I got to get that time in for me. Got to ramble. I got to feel special. That's why we're streaming here today. KV Milos, wonderful to see you again. Oryx, it's always a pleasure to have you. Clayman, how have you been? How's your game coming along? It's wonderful to have you. Kvadratisk, I'm glad you're here, friend. I'm glad you're here. It's always a pleasure. DB9 Dreamer, it's a wonderful day. Any day you're hanging out with us, it's a great and wonderful day. Gee, how the heck have you been? I hope you're enjoying your lunch or getting ready to enjoy your lunch, wherever you happen to be. I think it's Captain QA today. And Captain Question and Answers? We'll see. I'm so confused. Is it Question and Answers? Is that Quality Assurance? I'm doing absolutely wonderful, Clayman. Thank you so much for asking. Skydriver, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Quality Assurance, I don't know that I've ever actually been in Quality Assurance. I've worked at companies where we were small, where we didn't have like a dedicated QA team, so I had to do some of the stuff myself. Mooniz, how the heck have you been? The Dolphin, it's great to have you here. The Dolphin, how you been? Where are you doing from? What's going on? What you know how it be. Sometimes it's like, oh, look, we need more bean water in us. We need more bean water to get that voice working, get that tongue slowing down a little bit. Maybe I'm talking too fast. Captain, got a new board game last week, The Lord of the Rings, The Confrontation. I haven't even heard of that one. I'm a big fan of The Lord of the Rings. I'm a big fan of, as you guys may have noticed, I have a couple board games back there. I do have a couple board games. Moon is with the raid. Moon is. Oh, Moon is. I'd like to thank you for raiding me today. Moon is, thank you so much for the raid. How the heck was your stream? Tell us all about it, folks. If you guys don't know Moon is, incredible streamer. Game developer, full-time game developer, works at a company working in Unity, making a game called Moonvania. Go check out his Metroidvania platform game if you can. Give him some love. You see that heart on your screen right now? Be sure to click it. Stream was heckin' good. I'm glad to hear it. Patrick, welcome back to the stream. Cassie Softhorn, wonderful to have you here. Kilted Ninja, coming in with the wonderful here. Congratulations on your #11. Folks, don't forget, exclamation point here. You want to get those bonus points. BK, congratulations on finishing school, my friend, and on the job offer. Boom, boom, got it. Gonna get going. I'm so excited for you. Volkera, congratulations on your #13. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Folks, there's so many people here. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Count Oren, KB Milo, Sijian, welcome back to the stream. But we got a busy morning. We got a busy day planned for us. You know why? You know why? You know what we're doing today? What are we doing? Exclamation point, what? We are play testing Hexahedra. This has been one of my most anticipated indie games of the last year. I've been watching Pterodam work on this, and we get a chance to play it today. Folks, I forgot to set up a button. Here, we gotta hit, where is it? Hexahedra. Here we go. Nope. Oh, there it is. Everyone, welcome Pterodam. Pterodam, can you give us a little voice check?
Yeah, hello. I'm Chris. You can call me Chris, you can call me Taran, whatever. As you can probably tell from my accent, I'm British, but hopefully you can all understand me anyway.
Yeah, how's the audio levels? Do we hear? Can we hear him? I can hear him. Great. A fellow Brit. Yeah, that's right, BK.
Yes.
It's great to have you here. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ternam. Tell us about Hexahedra. What do we have in store for us today?
So a bit about me. So I joined the games industry in 2007. I used to work at Jagex. I spent quite a long time working on the RuneScape engine and a few other games that Jagex made over the years. But I left in 2021. I've been working on Hexahedra. So I really like puzzle games. And when you're starting out as an indie, obviously, finances are tricky. So a puzzle game is a game where it's very focused on the code and less focused on needing lots of graphics and assets and music and so on. So it was kind of made sense from that point of view. So it's the kind of game I like to play, the kind of game I could afford to make. It's very sort of Zachtronics-y if you've played Opus Magnum or Infinite Factory
I'm
or
so
Space
excited for it because of that reason. I love puzzle games. It's like my students often ask, "What's your favorite game?" I say, usually Tetris or some other puzzle game because I can sit down. I don't have to get super involved in it to actually sit down and enjoy it, but I can. So it's like optional, right?
Yeah. And one of the ways that this sort of makes things optional is, with the optimization. So you can get through the levels quite quickly, but then there are lots of leaderboards and graphs. And so if you want to go and try and get, the fastest solution or the smallest solution or whatever, you can go back and you can fiddle with it and the game will tell you once you've finally got that point. Yeah, there are many numbers. Guilty Ninja is excited by numbers.
All right. How's the game audio level, by the way? I just want to check in the chat. Is it too loud? Is it good enough? Is it too quiet? There's a little bit of music going on right now. I love this. Tell me, where did the music come from? It's a bit loud. Okay, I'm going to turn it down. Thank you for the heads up.
Yeah. So I found myself a composer, a guy called James Elsey, who, if you've seen Second Wind turning up and Yahtzee Croshaw is now doing fully ramblomatic instead of zero punctuation, the guy who did the music for his fully ramblomatic, it's the same guy. He did the music for this.
That's awesome.
He did this sometime before that. I mean, the fully ramblomatic is relatively new, but so he did that. So there's some sort of, we'll see when we get into the factory itself. The music is kind of layered, so the bigger your factory gets, the more music you get, which is quite fun.
Very cool. Shiny, thank you for the hat redeem. Let's get that hat started on here.
I can join in with the hats.
Has some hats too, from what I understand.
Yeah. So, go. So the reason I have hats is that. So awesome. my wife made this little guy called Octavius. He's a little crocheted octopus, and I like him so much he's actually in the game, and she's been making him lots of hats. So we have matching hats of various kinds. So here's his funky hat, which also matches my funky hat. But he's got a wizard hat, he's got a sombrero, he's got a hat shaped like a cube, so he's got like a hexahedra cube hat, which has lots of different sides on it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I can join in with the hat game. Yeah.
Just sharing them. I just want to double check. Can you see the chat?
I can see the chat. Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you were connected to it. We have a few questions. Is that a mini crocheted hat? And then someone else asked, I think the dolphin was asking, I lost it here. They're asking, how did you develop this game, I think?
So yes, it is a crochet hat. They're all made by my wife. When I'm streaming, people get me to wear the same hat as Octavius. And we can sort of stack them up kind of around the rim. But how did I make it? So it's made in Unity, so it's a C# game. And so I did all the sort of the code and the game design, but I got freelancers to do. We've talked about the music already, but the UI, all the graphics, the concept art and so on, that was all freelancers who know what they're doing. Because if I made the graphics, it would look horrendous. So
that's how I feel about when I make games. I'm like, all right, let's just go to Open Game Art, slap some things in there. When I'm doing game jams and stuff, I love having the opportunity to work with other people because in fact, the one game that I made the art for is called The Poorly Drawn Game.
Does what it says in the tin, I guess, yeah.
Look, no one was disappointed. They knew what they were getting.
You set low expectations and you met them, yeah.
Sorcery Story, it's great to have you here, folks. If you don't know Sorcery Story, also be sure to check her out. Another incredible game dev doing incredible stuff. Shiny games as well. All right, so I'm excited to play this. Do you want to give me instructions? Or do you want me to just play it and see how bad I am at playing games? That's like those are the two options.
I mean, so there is a tutorial that you could go through.
Let's do it.
Which, just explain stuff as you go. But, if you get stuck, I can always give you a hand.
Oh, I love that it's Steam Workshopable, too. Oh, no, that's dangerous. That's dangerous for me.
So the puzzle editor is the one below that. So you can then build your own puzzles. And then once you've built them and proved they're solvable, you can upload them to the Steam Workshop.
Yeah.
People can play them.
I gotta say, this, the first impressions here is this UI is sleek. This UI is sleek. You spared no expense on this UI, I can tell.
Yeah, another thing I had to hire a professional for. So. I can show you the old UI. It looked horrendous. Yeah.
All right, let's hop in here. You step into the WizCorp factory and follow the tatty signs reading Dantar. Can't read that word, factory director. He looks at you as you enter. Khaledzadeh?
Khaledzadeh, yeah. Which is it's a Persian name.
All right, gotcha. Khaledzadeh. Dantar Khaledzadeh. All right. You're here. Yes, that's wonderful. Welcome to WizCorp Cube, Fab. Yeah, I know I said you'd be training with our floor manager, but she's taking some leave. Yes, very short notice. Nothing to worry about, though. I've disassembled the robot responsible. We're quite safe. I'll train you up myself. I'll show you the break room. You can leave your things there, and we'll head straight out to the factory. Right then, this way. All right, here we go. Here we go.
It's always fun. Whenever anybody streams, Dantar gets a different voice, and I always want to know what kind of personality he's going to get. So, do you know Dr. Doof?
Dr. Doof? No, I'm not familiar.
Okay, but he has made Dantar extremely creepy. I don't know why, but he's just given him this kind of, yes, master, soon it'll be awake. It's sort of, I don't know why he went with that, but he did. But yeah, you made him a bit more cheerful, so.
Oh, that's funny. I set this factory up yesterday. It spruces up some scrap. I'm sure the voice will change several times throughout the stream because I'm not very consistent. Some scrap cubes I bought on the cheap. I'll talk you through it, show you how the manufacturing works. Okay. Repeating tutorial. By the way, if you ever want to repeat it level tutorial, press this button. Ooh, thank you. These are the cubes we're starting with. Left click and drag the cube to see its different sides. When you release the cube will rotate back to its default rotation. Cubes always enter the factory in their default rotation. Okay, so they're 3-dimensional cubes. That's cool. So you got an actual 3D cube there. I don't know if the chat's covering it. Here, let me see if does my chat button work on this screen. Check that out. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I don't know why I'm so amazed by them. Like, oh wow,
it spins.
Sleek.
It spins.
It spins. That's right. Who would have thunk it? All right. I click OK here. Target cube. Let me keep that off just while this tutorial going. This is the cube we want to make. The paint has cleaned off and the damaged wooden face has been removed. You can switch to the net view to see the whole cube at once. Click the cross button for that. Okay. This is the command track. Commands placed here are executed in order, looping at the end. I've set the commands up for you and locked them in place so you can see the factory in action. Okay. Move the camera by right-clicking and dragging, or with the arrow keys. Zoom with the mouse wheel. Lean the camera by middle-click dragging the numpads. Okay, sweet. Ready to run. Press the run button to start the factory. The buttons to the right will speed up the process. If you ever not sure what a device or a command does, run the factory to see it in action. There's no penalty for mistakes. Okay. The sorcerer adds cubes from the numbered source and puts it in the middle of the workstation. The shipper takes the completed cube and sends it to a numbered target by matching the cube target shipping. Cleaner scrubs the paint off the panel facing it. The heater will set fire to any wooden panels on the cube, destroying them. Okay. So I'm trying to get these 6 cubes. Oh, we got another hat redeemed. Lo-fi craft. Oh. Thank you for the hats. Let's get a second hat on this.
Wizard hat incoming.
Incoming hat. That's right. Thank you for the hat redeemed. Lo-fi craft. Wonderful to see you. Grayson, welcome back as well. Hope you're having a beautiful day, my friend. We're here with Terranam. We're checking out. You can find it in the pinned message as well. We're checking out his game Hexahedra. So, if I click run, we'll see here it produces this cube. I see, so there's some paint on it. I want to scrub the paint off, and I need to burn that. All right, so I just need to run this 5 times, it looks like. It's already set up for us. Looks like I can speed it up. Okay. All right, so I like that first level. That's about my level of thinking. I press the button and I win. I like it. Instant gratification. Casey Softthorn. Casey Softthorn. I'd like to thank you for following me today. We got Casey. Yes, Softthorn. Welcome to the family today. Casey, thank you so much for the follow. Lo-Fi Craft with another hat. Let's do another hat. I gotta get my hat stats. Heap of hats closer here. Thank you for this third hat. We got our third hat here. Taryn, I don't know if you're gonna be able to hold up, keep up with all these hats.
Lost all my hats. They've all fallen off.
There we go. Casey, thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you here. Okay. We got our stat tracking. Okay, so we got like a global server board, leaderboard is that. Was not Casey. That's just what happens here. Captain Coder Academy want you to feel welcome. And one way we can do that is by singing a nice little song, pronouncing your name correctly or incorrectly, depending on it. On the way back from the factory floor, Dan Tar stops off at the kitchen filled with shelf upon shelf of herbal teas. He tells you to help yourself and make a peppermint, and he makes a peppermint infusion. All right, now you've seen the factory in action. I'll walk you through setting up one of your own. Dantar sips his tea and immediately spits it back into the cup. Ugh, this is full of that ridiculous kitchen bot has put salt in the sugar bowl. Look, grab the headset off that pile of boxes. I'll sort out the kitchen before we find out the soup of the day is cream of engine oil. And we can talk through the factory process as you go. Oh, Lo-Fi Crap, we're gonna hold off on the Q-list redeem for today since we're playing Terranam's game. I'm gonna give you the points back for that though. I can't remember how many it is, but I'm gonna give you 3,000 because I think that'll cover it. Good news. I've managed to track down the sugar. Anyway, it's time for you to have a go at building a factory. Can add devices by clicking them from the supply here. All right, so I have a supply here. Yeah, Lo-Fi Crap, no problem. We're gonna add them to the device. You can add devices to the left, right, top, bottom, rear of the workstation. So these I can, okay, so I can take things like this, add them to these slots. The controls are nice and smooth. The middle slot places the device at the rear. Okay. Left, right, top, bottom, and rear of the workstation. The middle slot places the device at the rear. Okay, let's see. You can add commands. Okay, so these are the things that will operate on here. So it's going to perform the operations on the left side. Left clicking a command. Remove commands by dragging them away or by right clicking on them. Left clicking a command in the supply or pressing its keyboard shortcut will add it to the currently highlighted track. This method will preserve any gaps in the commands. Put the pointer over a command slot and press the command shortcut key to add it to that slot. Okay. All right. So my goal here, this workstation will also clean the cubes. It doesn't contribute to the progress, but you can use it as a reference as you build your workstation. You can probably clean the cubes more efficiently in yours. Okay. Factory can't be edited while it's running or paused. Press stop at any time to reset the factory. Okay. So I've already added this thing here. My goal is to produce just a clean cube, it looks like. Clean cube. And we start with a cube with a couple spots. Okay, so what I want to do what was the code? How did I delete this? How do I get rid of it? All right, that worked. Just pull it off there. I want to check what it does if I just click run. All right, so my cube's gonna come out here. It's gonna get scrubbed. Is that all? And then it goes in the box. Okay, so that's not, okay, I thought that's what I would be trying to produce. Where am I trying to, and then I need to get it, target. All right. Am I trying to get, oh, so source locked, adds a new cube to the workstation. Discards the workstation cube. Sorcerer. Okay. So let's add in a cleaner here and a shipper here. Okay. Well, that's clearly not what I want. Okay, what about, all right, so it's gonna come out here. Rotate, not rotate cube. I want it to trigger rear device. Okay, trigger rear device. Is this the rear device? There's a new cube to your workstation. Hilton says the layout reminds me of the hypercube, which makes me happy. Right. Rotate clockwise. Let's just see what happens here. If I take my cube, how do I get it to spit a cube out? From source 1.
So if you look at the one on the right, it's got the first command on the right is trigger top, and it's in the top place. So if you
I see here. So I was missing. I look how blind I am sometimes. I thought this was part of the machine. Okay, I see. Trigger. All right, that's what I wanted to do. Trigger left device. Is that the device that's over here?
There you go.
So it's going to move up.
If you mouse over it now, the tooltip will tell you what it does. If you hover over the device, over the command you've just put in, you just go down slightly. Gotcha. And now it says trigger source 1.
Okay. Run to here. All right, I just want to see it. So it's going to spit a cube out. Okay. All right, very cool. Very cool. All right, so we get a cube out. I need to rotate the cube this direction. I need to fire off this thing to scrub it.
I think you managed to delete that accidentally. But...
Oh, I accidentally deleted something?
I think you accidentally dragged your cleaner out the way. You just got to put another one in.
Oh, thank you for the heads up. I appreciate it. Okay. So, and then I need to rotate so that is facing that direction. So I want to rotate this way, I believe. And then we'll scrub. And then we will activate the bottom device to ship it. Return the workstation command, mark it to the start of the first track. Okay, so we're building in a function and we have a go-to. Let's try it. How'd I do? Rotate.
Only problem is that's a shipper.
Oh!
You put in there.
I swear I put in. Oh, there it is. I was like, what? That's weird.
There we go. That should do it, I think. There we go.
Beautiful. All right, first try.
Wow.
Easy. Okay. All right. Getting the hang of it. Okay.
There you go.
Easy. All right, level 3. As you arrive in the next morning, Dantar has what looks suspiciously like half a kitchen robot in pieces on his desk. Good morning. We had a straightforward order come in overnight. It's perfect for you to practice on. Let's head on to the factory floor and I'll show you how to set up spray painters. Oh, I probably should have told you to bring a packed lunch. Well, now I'm hungry. Painting cubes. That order that came in was for some cubes painted yellow. Let's set up a production line. Here's what the customer wants. A cube painted yellow round the middle. All right, so we have yellow there. Okay, so all the okay, yellow that way, but not the left and right side. Rotate to check it out. Okay. I should have finished the sentence and then I would have not had I was like, I just want to see. I need to see it. I'm not patient enough. There's an important rule about shipping cubes. It doesn't matter which way up a cube is when you ship it, as long as two opposite sides are unpainted. Okay, nice. So the orientation is not important. To paint a cube, we use a spray painter. It comes in several colors. Left click the red one to bring up a list. Color blindness support can be tuned in the options. I love that you have the all the accessibility options as well. That's great. You can select yellow. Place the device and the commands we need to paint the cube. Let's get shipping. All right. So I'm gonna spray. Let's do this. We're gonna have this spray here. Oh, what's this thing doing? Is this just demonstrating a way I could do it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like,
yeah,
okay.
Just another example one. Yeah, it doesn't even properly paint the cube. It doesn't paint the cube enough.
Oh, it's just showing that it's how, okay, gotcha. So we're gonna produce, we'll spit the cube out, and then we're gonna rotate it up, and then we will ship it. can I put something here that's interesting? And we can ship it. Oh, I need to activate. Hang on. I gotta activate top to bottom. Top, rotate, activate, ship it. All right, let's try it. Let's see how we did. Oh, of course. Hang on. Replayer. All right. So for some reason, I thought this was gonna activate both of them. I don't know why. Don't ask me why I thought it was gonna do it. We got to do this first, and then that. All right. Oh, I can select multiple. Okay, multiple selections. Let's try it now. Should have done that. All right. I can't wait to get more things I can do. Like I'm already going like, oh, this is cool. I want to write more efficient code, right? So this is like little assembly bits. Oh, I'm loving this. I might need to ask you about an educational license. I might want to have some of my students use this type of thing in some of our low coding, just like logic classes.
Yeah. I mean, a few teachers have mentioned that already. Yeah. So yeah, let me know. I'll be up for that. Yeah.
So we do some of the Zachtronic games we already use, but this is another example of one to practice and learn. Just like, all right, here's an algorithm. How do we pass it through? What's the, I think this would be a great game for that.
And later on, you'll get branching and loops and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
Very cool. You arrive in Dan Tar's office and hear shouting somewhere in the factory. Oh, you! Yes, you dozy waste of power. Those canisters were clearly labeled, but you've managed to spoil an entire batch of cubes. Restock everything, but don't connect any hoses until I've inspected everything. Do you hear me? Dantar slams open the office door. Fantastic. One of our factory bots loaded the wrong color paint in one of the sprayers. Part of the latest batch needs repaired. You sort that out. I'm going to run some diagnostics on the bot fleet. Something very odd is going on around here. I feel like the robot GLaDOS. GLaDOS. I feel like a GLaDOS type thing is coming. I'm not sure, but that's.
I assure you, there's no neurotoxin. You're quite safe.
The entire world runs on cubes. That's right, Cassie.
Yeah. A bunch of people have said, "Oh, is this where Aperture Science get their companion cubes from?" If I just added, like, you're about to start stamping decorations and stuff with that little planet symbol. If I put a heart in, it would just be companion cubes.
And a pie, maybe, or a cake instead of a pie instead of a cake.
Somewhere, yeah.
These cubes were assembled correctly, but some of them got painted the wrong color, which we need to fix. Look at the source and target cubes. The client wanted their logo stamped onto a red background, but they got cyan. Okay. We can spray straight over the top of the old color. No need to clean it first. The paint will cover up the logo, so we'll need to restamp it. Okay. Doing all this will take more than one track of commands. Oh, we can add in multiple tracks. You can add extra forward, left to right, or reverse right to left tracks by dragging from supplies below the stop button. Drop them wherever you need them. You can also click to add new tracks to the workstation containing the highlighted track. Each version can have a maximum of 5. Extra tracks can also be deleted if a workstation only has one track. Attempting to delete it removes all its commands instead. Okay. Switch tracks up and switch tracks down. The command allows you to move the command marker between the tracks. This is like the old Turing machines, like the tape machines. I don't know if you ever had an opportunity to do that, but when I was in grad school, we had to program a tape machine. Where
oh wow, yeah, I never had to do that.
Yeah, that was a wild experience. That was a theory of computation class, so you had to like do big O analysis on these ticker tape machines. It was wild.
Yeah, it's genuinely bonkers to think that those ticker tape things, and they've got like 4 commands.
Yeah,
like, they can do anything. There's literally nothing they can't calculate. It's just not very efficient. But it's
fantastic.
Yeah, it's wild.
If you want to move the tracks to see behind them, you can drag them with this handle. Drag off the side and they'll pop out of their window view. Okay. All right. Where's the button to say?
If you just drag it sideways.
It wants me to actually do it. Okay.
That's what he wants you to do. Yeah.
Okay. Paint, decorate, ship, set up the workstation to fix the cubes and get them shipped. See if you can do it faster than the workstation on the right. Okay. Gotta beat
You
the
click the X on
inefficient
it, it'll go
machine.
back.
Robotech, welcome back to the stream. Great to have you here. All right, I like that. If I want to add in an extra, oh, that switches tracks up. What? Sorry, I was only halfway paying attention. If I want to add in an additional track,
So yeah, so it's below the stop button, right in the middle at the bottom.
oh,
Those two
okay, there it
buttons
is. Add
You drag
reverse.
that in.
Add. Okay,
Right there.
there we
We'll in
go.
there.
Beautiful. Okay.
And if you want to attach the tracks back to where they were, if you click the X button on the right, they'll go back into. They'll drop on the right, top right.
Oh,
the little window. There we go. That'll put them back where. There we go. That puts them back where they were.
See, reading is definitely not a strong suit of mine. I don't know if I like it off or on. I guess when it gets bigger, you'll definitely want to take it off.
Yeah, once you've got 5 tracks, it's hard to see what's going on.
That makes sense.
Oh, Kilton
Right,
Ninja was asking how long it took me to develop. So I started in 2020, although I wasn't working full time on it then. Yeah, so it took me about 4 years, but not a full time effort.
Gotcha. If I put something in this, is this actually end up being behind if in this middle slot here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it ends up being behind. So what I'm gonna do, we gotta stamp everyone as well. That's interesting. All right, so I'm gonna have to spray paint and then stamp. Yeah, I think, okay, here's my plan. I'm gonna spray paint. It's too bad I can't activate top and bottom. Trigger device is at the rear of the workstation. I want to be able to activate top and bottom at the same time. All right. So we're going to spit the cube out. Okay, spit the cube out. When I move down a track, does it stay in, so it'd be in spot 2 here, or does it go all the way to the beginning?
Yeah, it goes literally straight down. So
Straight down,
that's how you
okay.
make. So when you make
Yeah.
loops, they're really visual. Like, it's kind of nice.
That's really cool. Okay. And then we will. I'm gonna have this on the top. Let me pop this out. I have it on top and bottom there. I want to just move out. Oh, there we go. All right. And I'm gonna spray top. I'm gonna spray bottom. I'm going to rotate this way. I'm gonna put a stamp in the back. So we rotate. If I move up, I'm not able to switch the direction of this track yet. Okay, so hang on. I was trying to thought I had more options than I did. I was trying to get too fancy with it. All right, so we'll spray top, we'll spray bottom. We have to produce. Oh, so I have to add the sourcer here. Hang on, I'm missing. Where's it coming out?
Yes, you can now add your own saucer.
Where is the sourcer?
That's the one.
There it is.
That's
Sorry.
it.
All right. So you're potentially going to be able to be producing more than one at a time if I had the space for it.
Yeah.
Then I need the thing that will ship it as well. All right, so we're going to spit one out. We're going to paint. We're going to the top, the bottom. We'll rotate. We'll paint the top. We'll paint the bottom. Then I need to stamp it. We'll do the back. Rotate. This is going to have to switch directions. Rotate. Stamp. Switch tracks. Rotate. Stamp. Alright, so I could switch the track and come back up. I see. So I could write a weird little loop there. But I have enough space in my program, I think, to do it.
But right now, you've got no way of breaking out of a loop. But
Yeah. So I'm like going, like, I
thing.
could do a thing, but I'm not sure if that is a good idea.
You just get stuck.
So someone's asking, can we play this top and the bottom at the same time? I don't think we have one yet that activates multiple.
No, it's always one device per workstation
Yeah.
per step.
Well, I didn't put an actual deliver stop. I did the thing where I put. Oh, I did put a
I
bow.
think you did.
Okay.
You did, yeah.
My brain just can't handle it. Corfless, great to see you again. Dramox, happy Saturday. Hope you're having a beautiful day. All right, let's watch this in action. slow. Speed this bad boy up. So I beat
we go.
it by 1. Okay, there we go. I do like watching all the timing of it. So I like how it's nice that it goes slow, because I'm sure there's going to become a point where I need to actually debug one of these things, where like it's a little bit beyond what I can do in a single, like, fit into my mind. So being able to debug it in time is going to be great, or slow it down. I think there was a step function as well.
Yeah, you can also rewind, which the game will explain to you at some point. So you can actually then scroll time back and kind of rewatch little bits of it as you need to.
Looks relaxed today. Good morning. Grab tea from the kitchen. Everything's up to standard there now. How was your weekend? I spent mine looking into our bot problem. I didn't spot any malfunction, but I've restored most of them to their default settings, and they're much better behaved now. And orders come in, and I think you're ready to tackle it solo. I'm going to press on with the last few resets. See you at lunchtime. If anyone's interested, you can find this game on Steam. Currently on sale due to the launch. Be sure to check it out on the Steam page. I'll leave this one to you, but let me just show you some helpful tools. If you want to rewind the factory and watch part of your solution play out again, you can drag, here it is. You can drag the timeline backwards and then use the play buttons as normal to rewatch events. They're very useful when debugging. There's also an undo. Undo the changes, and respectively undo redo. We just implemented an undo redo in my editor the other day. I'd be interested if you use the command pattern for your undo redo. I'm assuming not, because it's like probably more animated and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of store a bunch of events that, you know, that describe the change, and you can then go back and forth on them.
Move it back and forth, yeah.
Yeah.
I have up to 5 different devices per workstation cube, including one behind the cube. Okay. Ooh, we don't have an example this time. Okay. So we're coming in with this. What do I need? All right, so it doesn't look like I have to do, I need to make blue. Only one side needs to have that on it. It needs to be the yellow side. Do we already have a yellow side? We don't. So I'm gonna have to spray over one of these. It's a curved symbol above the track. Show all command tracks.
If you click that, you'll see that it folds them up.
That's
if you just
cool.
want to see just the devices doing their thing, you can hide. And you can do it for individual tracks and individual workstations as well.
Dev Dad, holy cannoli with the big old raid, folks. You guys know the Dev Dad? Do I have the command right? There it is. Don't forget to go check out the Dev Dad, incredible streamer, father, software developer, trifecta of perfection, creating an app called Embedder. And you embedder, go check it out. It's a productivity social network. Be sure to check it out. Dev Dad, if you gotta go and you gotta raid and run and be the dad, go ahead and do it, my friend. But thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you working on? Did you make a lot of progress today? Tell me all about it. But welcome in, Raiders. I am Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me, and me is a Captain Coder. And to my right here, this is Taranam, the creator of this one lovely game we're checking out. This is Hexahedra. Hexahedra is a open-ended programming puzzle game that we're playing here. You're essentially creating these programs to ship it. You guys know you want to ship it. You want to program something, you want to ship it. This is the game to do it. Go check it out. Check out that Steam page and give it some love. Give it some love. 460 NIE. 460, thank you so much for the follow. 460, 460. NIE, I don't know how to say that. Say it easily. 460, thank you. Thank you for the follow, 460. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the crew. Happy to have you here. All right, for this kind of game, I will definitely play this with my kids. If I had kids corpless, that's what I'm saying. I need to get this for my students. All right, so I want to, it's all blue. I need some of these light blues. I'm trying to be efficient. Maybe I should just go, look, make it work and then make it efficient. I'm like, maybe I can be super efficient by not painting some of these ones that are already painted that have the color there. All right, so we have three of the sides are the cyan light blue. One side here is already, so all right, so I'm gonna have to do 3 of them.
But those are just unpainted sides. That's just the default.
Oh, that's just the default. Okay. So if I were to scrub, then those would clean off. Okay, so I definitely need one of these. Are gonna have to be a stamper. I'm gonna have to stamp a thing. I'm going to need to. One side is already blue, so I don't need to do that. That could be that side there. All right, so I'm just gonna try and follow. Can I change? There we go. I can do the unlock. Oh, I like that. All right, so I'm gonna think about it this way. Can I turn? Is there a way to turn the lighting effect off on these by any chance?
No. That's interesting. I've not thought about that. But
so for me, for whatever reason, the colors seem harder to see because of the light on it. It'd be nice if it was just like a matte, a little bit more dull, in my mind. For me personally. Yeah, we have 6 sides that we got to do. So if I were to orient it this way, I don't have to do anything to this side. I need to paint this one. Hang on, if I could do. All right, if I lock it, it'll go back to the way it's going to come out, though. Okay. I need to have a red. I need a yellow here. This is interesting. I can do it. I can make it happen. Let me try and not get fancy with it. Enjoy your rest, Casey. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a beautiful day. Remember to keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime. Have a beautiful day, my friend. Thank you for the follow and thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. I'll be back on Monday. Okay. So I'm gonna need a scrubber. I'm gonna need a stamper and I'm gonna need a painter. All right, so, because I'm assuming I can't paint it the original color. Is that true? None of these are the original color?
Yeah, you have to just clean it to get paint off.
Okay, I have to clean it to get that original color. So I'm gonna need all of these. The positioning of them could probably be better. How long have you been developing this? Corfless wants to know.
Oh yeah, so it was about 4 years, but I wasn't full time the whole time. So
man, that's
I went part time at Jagex for a while. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna print the cube out here. All right, let's focus on. Comes out this way. All right, our scrubber's on the top. So we're gonna go ahead and scrub off. What side here? All right, we're gonna go and I'm gonna be lazy here, and we're just gonna scrub everything off here. We're gonna make it work, then we're gonna make it work efficiently. So we produce a cube, and we're gonna scrub here, scrub the top. Oh, I don't need to scrub the top. The only sides I need to scrub are the ones that I want to be, yeah. So we need to be a yellow. Okay. All right, so can I change?
Oh yeah, that's a red one. You want to change the color of that. But...
Yeah. Oh, I see here. So I need to be careful. Do I already have a yellow or a red side? How do I get yellow and red? I'm gonna have to get yellow. I'm gonna have to get red.
Well, see, that's the one you're starting with. You're trying to make the bottom one.
Oh, I'm trying to make the bottom one. I was going the opposite. I was like, man, this is hard. This is okay. A little bit different. I don't know why my brain got that confused. Okay, so we're starting with this, and we're trying to make all blue here in the middle. Okay, and clean on the sides. All right, so we start with this one. Whew. All right, that's a little bit. That's quite a bit easier. All right, so this needs to be a blue. Put the blue in here. Comes out. If I were to rotate it this way to start. All right, so I'm gonna start by scrubbing the top here. Yeah, so we'll scrub the top off. Then we want to rotate it that way. So we'll rub the top off. We'll do a rotation like this. It's already going to be blue on the top. So then I can rotate it backwards and stamp the back, scrub the top. All right, let's do one step at a time here. All right, produces the cube, scrubs the top, rotates it, moves that back, stamps that blue part, scrubs the top. All right, now can I rotate around here? I can. Oh, kind of. All right.
Yeah, if you click the cube, you can then spin that. If you click that, you can then spin the little cube around.
All right, so I have that part done. And so that's on the back side. All right, so we need the opposite sides to be stamped. Okay, so I'm pretty close here. Let's go ahead and stop. Now that I have that, I want to spray the bottom. Rotate. I don't want to spray that because that'll paint over it, so I need to rotate twice. All right, we're gonna have to switch tracks here, and we'll have a reverse track. Right, and on this one, now I have a. Hang on, let me think here. Scrub that, rotate it to the side. All right, I got to look at it. All right. Oh, I love this. This feels like working on a Rubik's Cube. We sprayed that. All right, can I go back?
You can grab the rewind thing, the little handle on the right.
Ah, here we go.
That's it. Grab that. There you go.
Okay, so we're scrubbed there. Spray painted that. I stamped it. All right, so spray painted that. All right. Oh, we need a little bit more. So my spray painter's on the bottom. That's disappointing. That's okay. We're gonna just keep going with what we have. Rotate, rotate. Let's spray the bottom. Rotate, spray the bottom. I could definitely do this more efficient. I think the whole cube will be sprayed there, but I need to get it in the right position to stamp it. So I think, what position do I need it to be stamped here? I have it like that. The bottom still needs to, all right, that side still needs to get spray painted. Top. I need to do that and spray paint it. This feels weird to me.
Oh, that's a switch track you've got there.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
There we go.
Try it here. All right, I can't. The visualization, I feel like my brain, I'm gonna get really good at the 3D. Oh yeah, I got lucky because that side was already stamped. All right. All right, so we're here. That's the side that I want. So I have to rotate it twice to go ahead and stamp that. Okay. Definitely feels highly inefficient, but we're almost there. Stamp. Ship it. Woof. All right, let's try it.
So Coreflish was asking why I wanted to build an automation game. And part of that's because it's the kind of game I enjoy playing. I like playing Zachtronic stuff and that kind of thing. But also, I said earlier, it's the kind of game that is heavy on programming and light on assets. Because with a puzzle game, once you've got the framework to make puzzles, you can make as many puzzles as you like. So it was just cheaper to make as an indie as well. So kind of those two things kind of dovetail together nicely. It's the kind of game I want to play. It's cheap to make. Go for it.
Yeah. Challenging. Like my, maybe just my spatial reasoning is not quite there. I feel like this is going to really help build, not only my programming skills, I think are pretty good. My spatial reasoning skills clearly are not as good as my programming skills. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. It reminds me of how like Rubik's Cube a little bit, but clearly simpler than that.
Well, sometimes when I watch people play it, they actually literally start doing this with their hands to try and work out where the cubes are.
I have a bag of dice over here that I'm about to pull out. It's sitting right here. I'm like, I need some cubes on my screen. I'll just like sitting next to me so I can like visualize where it is. Part of me wants, I kind of want a couple six-sided dice just to be able to hold it out and look here and be like, okay, it'll go that way, it'll go this way. Anyway, this I'm having a blast with this. The reset kitchen block cooks your lunches to perfection. Afterwards, you head back to Dantar's. I get a lot more lucky than Dantar with these robots. Things are actually running smoothly for once. I've found one more thing the bots had managed to mess up, though. Solomon, welcome back. They'd removed the lids from a batch of crates and were hauling them over to the payload bays. No idea what they were planning on putting them in. Anyway, we'll just pop the lids back on, paint them, and get them shipped off. There's a knack to assembling cubes. I'll come with you and show you how it works. All right, Solomon, welcome in. Anyone who's just joined us up, we're here with Taranam, creator of Hexahedra here. Be sure to give it some love. It's a puzzle programming game. I'm really enjoying it. Here we are. The bots took the metal lids off these cubes. Okay. I see. Adding a complexity here. So we have two types of source cubes. The first one is a wooden, but has no panel on the left. The second one is just a metal face. Okay, so we have different sources now. And so I'm gonna be able to select which source I want. Very cool. We can combine these into complete cube as long as we make sure the panels don't collide. Okay, so we can produce it and then chunk them together like that. Let's have empty side facing, others to be merged. Here the wooden cubes have a panel facing towards the middle ones, nothing can slide past. All right, so I love that we have some examples of it working and not working. So we have one here showing it work, this one showing it not working. Okay. And we're gonna produce a box with painted and a lid. Oh, making me remember how to do something and adding something new. To see a failed merge, run the factory as it stands. The metal panels will try to fill the empty side, but it'll approach the closed side from the wooden panel. Okay. So it produces that, and then it doesn't match here. Okay. The metal panels can't pass through the top wooden panel. If you ever want to examine a cube in the factory, click on it to bring it up. Okay. So see, I was already wanting to do that, but awesome. Click replay to watch the error again. Okay, so it broke the box there. Very cool. Okay. How do I...
So you just need to stop at this point.
Oh, I have to hit stop. Okay. In order to merge the cubes, you'll need to move one of the sourcers so that the panels arrive from the acceptable direction. All right, so I want this to come from... So come from the top, and let's make two come from the left. Let's try that just to make sure my thought process... Oh, and then I have to, of course... I keep wanting to hit escape to go back. I don't know if anyone else has done that, if you've watched someone else do it, but my intuition is like, oh, escape. Okay, so we'll put the box together that way, and then we have to paint it. Doesn't matter, I think we just paint all of these sides here, and then we'll be good to go, I believe. Yeah, because we'll have one side painted. Yeah, so we'll just paint it here across, set a painter. I think it's this color.
Yeah.
And then we will just blast, rotate, blast. Can we do a copy? Ooh, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, you can, yeah. If you select them and then hold down shift when you drag them.
Nice.
There you go.
2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, can't quite fit it.
I think you can.
I can.
So yeah. So the home command is you don't need one. If it goes off the end of the track, it'll just go back to the start.
Awesome.
So you can just stick a ship in the end of that, and then
perfect. I was thinking I had to return home. I was like, oh no, I have to tell it when it's done. I have to give it the end of file command. All right, let's try.
The home really just stops you having to execute lots of empty space at the end of a track if you've got leftover slots.
There we go. Blammo. I love the leaderboard. I'm trying not to look at it because otherwise I'd be like, all right, we're gonna make this better. The Zachtronic games, I'm that way. One of the things I love that we can make our own puzzles in this one. So one of the downsides, I said I use Zachtronic games in my classes. One of the downsides of that is so many people have made tutorials finishing all of them. So I have a couple students in the past who have gone and like found solutions and not actually done it. But some of the Zachtronic games lets you have an API. So the one that I'm thinking of is like the Cyberpunk one, Exapunks. You can actually, there's an API, you can make all your own levels for it. So I built a whole set of levels for my students so that they can't just go find them online.
Just go and find
love that you have the level editor in this as well, because I'm going like, oh, I'm going to make some puzzles for my students. So that way, and have them make puzzles too. I'm super excited about it. You pass Dantar making more mint tea. He sips it with only minor trepidation, and you see him sigh happily at the sweet flavor. He beckons you to follow him into his office. Good job. We often receive disassembled cubes. They're easier to transport in bulk. We've got some that need assembling right now. It'll be good practice for you. He recites a little rhyme as he heads back out to the factory floor. The best thing about a mint tea, when it's savored, I think you'll agree. The herbal infusion creates a perfusion of flavor that sets your tongue free. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Oh, I was about to tell me I could copy and paste here. All right. Dragon selected, shift, tab when moving, flips the selection. Oh, that's nice. So we can reverse it. Okay. These cubes came disassembled in pairs of panels. I need you to put them together. Don't forget the position of the sorcerers is crucial to creating valid merges. Okay.
Yeah, teaching people how to merge stuff was absolutely the hardest thing in the playtesting.
I see. We just need to get... Sorry.
That's right. Yeah, but people just weren't getting it, so I had to go really hard on these two levels and like making it very explicit. You need to make sure care where your sources are and that kind of thing.
We need to care, and then we need to... Oh, okay. It's going to produce one of these. I keep getting the top and bottom confused. I was like, why do I need to produce half a box? So I was like, this is weird. All right, so I need to produce this on the bottom from these. So I'm going to have to produce 3 of these. All right, so it spits it out. No matter where I put this, it's going to spit it out in that orientation. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I could see that being confusing. Like, oh, if I put it on top, it will come out a different way. Might be a thought I would have. All right, so I put this here. And then I'll rotate it. I can't rotate it twice. I need to get it rotated in a specific way. Need to have it like that, I believe. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Andreas, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, not be able to go through boxes, cool. Or interesting, it's challenging. So I'm gonna have to do 2 rotations, I believe, to be able to get it to come out. So we rotate that way and that way, I believe. So we'll rotate this way, that way. Let's try this. Oh, we have to produce a box first. Produce it. Rotate this, rotate that. Just to make sure I have this down. Let's make sure that this works. Boom, rotate, rotate, boom. Okay. Now we have to rotate it top and bottom. I need to rotate this way and that way again. Okay. So I want to do this one more time. Just double check, step my way through it. I love how this is. So a lot of the Zachtronic games, you can get really far without doing any debugging. I feel like I have to start debugging pretty early in this one, which I think is a good thing. Uh-oh. I'm saying that that's not going to work.
Yeah. So you're now trying to bring it in through, because the cube you've got there has a panel on the left. So you're trying to bring it in through that panel.
I understand now. Okay. So I'm going to have to push one down from the top to actually get that in. Or, yeah, I think it has to come from the top. Lazamat, thank you for the hat. Got room for another hat on there, Taranam?
One of them fell off, so I just have to put it back on again. Hang on. Yeah.
Thank you for that hat, Lazamat.
Lazamat enjoys torturing me on my stream about my hats and making me wear as many as possible, so that's not going to stay there. Hang on.
Andreas with another hat. All right, get one more.
No, I've now run out of hats, but I mean, Octavius can wear a hat. There we go. He's got another one.
Those
Ooh,
are small. Yeah, tiny hats over there. Yeah. I think I got to zoom my camera out to be able to see all of my hats. There we go. There we go. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. That guy, Doro, great to see you here. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Okay. Andreas, another incredible streamer. Be sure to check out Andreas making a game engine. Making a game engine for fun and profit. I don't know if profit's true, but for fun. All right, so then I'm going to spit one out from...
that's it.
All right, let's test that. Boom. 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 All right, so now we have a whole box out here. We got to paint it correctly. The left side seems... So we want the left, right, top. All right, so we want...
If you click the little cross, it will unfold it for you. That might be helpful.
Oh, that... I wish I'd known that sooner. Oh, man. That should be the default.
You can do that in the options menu. It does let you turn that on as a default.
Okay, I want that to be the default. Okay, that's so helpful to me. All right, so green. I need this. I need this one. Oh, that's so nice. All right, I need this one to be green. And that one. So I need it basically, it tells me, all right, from this orientation, I'm going to put a sprayer in the back. Yeah, sprayer in the back or a scrubber. I guess it's going to scrub that one. And I need to rotate.
You can spray straight over the top, so you don't need to clean it first.
I was thinking this was the default color for some reason.
And that's black.
That's black. Okay, so I need to spray. All right, let's put a sprayer in the back. I want a feed. Here's what I don't know if you. I'm gonna take a screenshot and put this on my other screen. I want a little thing to be like, all right, I want to save this so that I know what it is at this point.
Oh, right. If you stop it, well, you do that. If you stop the factory.
Yep.
Just hit stop. If you then press end. Oops.
I press end
on your keyboard. Yeah.
I don't have. Let me see. Where's my end key? There it is.
There
okay, jump straight to the end.
Yeah, what it's doing is it's showing you the position of the factory right at the end. If you press it again, you'll go back to the normal view. So you'll need to sort of leave. You'll need to leave the last.
Oh, that's really nice.
So it shows you the last run position.
I really like that. Okay, so here we are. I want to, from the back, let's spray black. And then from here, it'll be black. I need to spray, we'll rotate it that way and spray green. So then I want to rotate, I believe, this way. Oh no, I have to get a different sprayer to spray green. But I could do this in a really smart way where I didn't have to have two sprayers.
It is possible if you get the orientation right.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I put them out in the correct way, I'd have all the greens in the right spot to start. We'll go ahead and spray that there. And then I'm gonna spray green on the bottom. Yeah, and then I think that'll be the right. Yeah, that'll be right. Like I probably could have done this better. What has happened?
No, you press end to get it.
There we go. Oh, I pressed end there. Sorry. Okay.
There you go.
And now I want to do the bottom, and then I think I can ship it. I love the idea of having my students say, all right, now we're going to ship the product, because I'm talking about like shipping code. Ship it. All right, let's try. All right. Oh no! What happened?
So you actually need to paint things blue rather than black.
So
you actually want blue,
I have
blue
the
on the
colors
output.
wrong. Okay. I'm not colorblind. I'm just bad at seeing colors. Oh, it has to be blue. I see. I see. I'm not painting. All right. So, blue then. Is that what I already have in the back? All right. So we're gonna paint. Come to the end. Oh, hang on.
I think you actually ran to the end.
All right. So so end will show me what I last had.
Yeah, so yeah, just whatever point you press stop, it'll show you that position.
Gotcha. Bottom. Hang on, I did something weird. Comes out bottom. Then this one will paint from the back. Let's step through here. Alright, what do I have? Why am I... Okay, blue. And then I need...
If you paint those other two black faces blue, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. So I need to rotate blue, and then ship it. Alright, rotate blue, ship it. Let's have it switch tracks here. Rotate, blue, rotate, blue. And I think this will do it. Let's step through just to make sure. Blue. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is.
We done did it, folks. We done did it. Find Dantar sitting at his desk looking despondent. It looks like our bot problems have returned. Last time they loaded the wrong paint, this time the wrong type of panels. It's not too hard to fix. We just need to swap some panels around. Fixing the bots, though. I'll dig around for the repair manuals. They're in here somewhere. I like the little story. Adding and removing panels. Those wretched bots loaded up the wrong panels into some sorcerers I was using, so the cubes were built incorrectly. Adding and removing panels. The wooden panels are next to each other. Okay, so we need to get those wooden panels there. This is what we're starting with, but they should be on opposite sides. Okay. Professor wants them on opposite sides. The panel store lets you rearrange the panels on a cube. When triggered, the panel store removes and stores the panel facing it. Each panel store can hold up to 3 panels. If there is no panel facing the store, it instead adds a panel to the cube from the top of its stack. All right, cool. I love that we're learning about stacks, pushing and popping here. That's cool. I like that a lot. Okay. If the store doesn't have space to store any more panels, triggering it has no effect. Okay. Use the panel to rearrange the panels to fix the cube. All right, so we're gonna come out. We need a source. Let's have it. I guess we can have it come out there or there. We need to just remove. We're gonna have to remove 2. We have to swap 2 panels. I'm wondering if I can be clever. All right, so it comes out. Let's go ahead and remove the bottom panel. Is that what I want? No, that's not what I want. We're gonna have to remove. Let's put this here. Og, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome back in. Happy Saturday, my friend. How was your stream? How's your game coming along? Og, welcome in. Og, welcome Raiders. We're here with Terranam today, checking out his game Hexahedra. Be sure to check it out here. Click that link. Go look at it on Steam. It's currently on sale for the big release. It just came out until the end of next week, till Friday next week, I believe. The end of the month. You can get it for 10% off. If you like puzzle games, if you like programming, if you like games that are amazing, you're going to love this game. Be sure to check it out. Okay. But yeah, welcome in. What was your stream? How was your stream? What were you up to? I'm going to take that back panel off. So produce it here, take the back panel off. Okay. And then I need to rotate it one more time. Take that panel off. Rotate it back. Put it in. Rotate it back. Okay. So I need to rotate it up. Take the panel off. Rotate it down. Put the panel on. Rotate it up. Put the panel on. And then I think we're ready to ship it. Let's take a look here. Been adjusting level design based on feedback from playtests so far. More playtest over the weekend. Over the next week. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so I have this clicked. Does it rotate when I click the button? Yeah. All right, so we can watch this. We've removed 2 panels. We put one back on. Put another one on. There we go. Oh, I love that it says that it matches. That's really nice too. Even though it's not the exact picture we have down here. A little hard to see. My camera's in the way. Turn my webcam off. Oh, that webcam button doesn't work. Oh no, that's okay. So
yeah, because the orientation doesn't matter. It's okay that it's
I'm trying to move my face here. There we go. So down in the bottom right, people can see. This is saying what I'm trying to produce, even though it's not the exact same, because the cube itself matches this orientate, like the opposites of each other. It's happy to take it. That's nice. That it shows that information. All right, let's.
The only problem is, I think you've forgotten to add a shipper.
Put the wrong. All right, thank you. I didn't actually.
Yeah, you need to add a shipper in.
How dare me? There we
That's
go.
it. There we go.
Boom. Done. Next level. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm having so much fun with it. Thank you so much for sharing this game with us.
You're very welcome.
As you walk through the factory, a clang behind you makes you turn around. You see something small and low to the ground scurry around a corner. You walk back to where it disappeared. The corridor is empty, but a trail of spots of a black liquid leads towards one of the small floor-level openings the maintenance bots use. Perhaps one got damaged. Dantar's voice sounds from a speaker and bounces down the corridor. Morning! The mainframe said you'd arrived. I'm going to start putting you to work on some of the bigger production lines. You're ready, and it'll let me focus on other things. Come straight to the factory floor. I'll see you there. Got the rogue AI, yeah. Now we got 2 machines. Oh boy.
You can go parallel now.
Multi-threading.
Oh yeah.
So far we've set up small production lines. Now we'll work something a bit bigger and use 2 workstations. We need to combine some metal and wooden panels. We'll work with the 2 materials separately and merge them at the end. Okay. The metal panels will need rearranging into the same formation as the wooden ones. Then the 2 halves will slide together to produce the required results. All right, so we have these. Let's see what in the end. All right, we need. I see. So we need like 2 C shapes. One of these. Right, so the wooden
together.
Yeah, the wooden ones are already in the right way. These are not, so we have to take one of the panels off and rearrange it. To coordinate the workstations, you now have access to 2 await commands. Okay. Await cube command pauses the workstation until it contains a cube or part of one. If a cube is already present, the workstation will just carry on. Await cube arrival is similar, but it won't continue just because a cube is already present. A cube or part of one will need to arrive from elsewhere. All right, so wait, pause the workstation until a cube is present. Pause the workstation until a cube arrives from another workstation. Okay. There's also a set of send cube commands that pass a cube to next workstation in a particular direction. Okay, so we can pass the cubes. All right. Oh man, this is gonna get cool. It's gonna get so cool. Cubes must not collide with devices when moving between workstations. Triggering a device in a cube's path will halt the factory. It takes 2 steps for a cube to complete its move. Okay, that's important. Triggering a block device on the second step of the cube's movement will also halt the factory. The only exception is when the cube has only one panel and it's straddling two workstations at the end of the first step. In this case, triggering the device in another workstation will not block the cube. Okay. So we got two examples here. So it takes two to move. So it like moves to a position and then moves across. Okay. These new commands will allow you to create the cubes the customer ordered. You sort that out. I'm going to check the bots haven't messed up anything. Okay. So let's first get this to make the correct cube. So let's produce, I'm going to move this. Oh, I can't move that. Okay. Comes out from the top. Let's take the panel off the back. All right, so we're going to produce a cube. We'll take the panel off the back. Then we'll rotate it down and add the panel in. Let's just make sure my brain, before we move forward, let's test it. All right, so then we have this shape. And then we can have this one produce this and then rotate it out. Okay, so this one here will produce that. Rotate it this way. I think that's the wrong way. Rotate it that way. Yeah, so I'll rotate it. And then it needs to wait for the cube. This is ready to ship it here, I believe. And we can add in wait for cube. Wait for another cube. All right, this one's gonna wait for another cube. And then I suppose I could have sent it from this side too. Might actually be a little faster to send it from this side. The timing will be interesting, but let's go ahead and put in a finished here, and then we will trigger that. Let's try it.
I think I've had a tech blip. I think I've frozen. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think my picture's frozen for some reason.
You're frozen on my stream. Yeah, I see that. You're not frozen on. Let me see if I can refresh this source here. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, I may have actually showing my frames are dropping here. Chat, can you hear me? Are we here still? Let's 1 second. Let me find the source here. Thank you for letting me know. Loud and clear. You can hear us both. Okay.
Can hear us. Okay, that's useful. Okay.
Okay, I think you're back.
Oh yeah, okay, there we go. That's working.
Yeah, so that seemed to be my internet speed. It showed on my OBS was showing that like my bit rate was super low.
Huh.
But I seem to be back. Oh, you're still freezing.
I'm still frozen again. Weird.
And also, where's that scene? Give me just a second here to fix this for you. Hang on, that's wrong. All right, that's why I couldn't find it. There we go. Let me try refresh. See if it'll reload it here. No, it's not liking this source. We can also switch to Discord. That might be.
No, maybe.
Redmer, great to see you, my friend. Let's see if this works. There we go, maybe?
No.
That's interesting. That the source is loading very slow. Let me try something slightly different. So we can also stream you from Discord, or we can just have you on voice. I'd like to have your, it'd be great to keep your, let's try this. Oh, that's super weird. Why is that so slow? Are we any better here? No, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah.
Let me try and do a Discord call, and then I'll add you on Discord.
Okay.
Right. now I'll add this as a source instead. I wonder what camera it's trying to use. That's why it's trying to use. There's that. It's a little harder because I just have to keep the. Why can't I make your picture bigger? Yeah, so like the stream together is just, it's like a browser source, so I can just add it in that way. Let's try a pop out here. All right, let's add you in. Let's add in a. And the audio is going to be interesting as well. Discord. Add that in. Let's capture audio. Let's see if that works. Can you try talking? They can't. All right, let's we'll fix that though. I can add in a okay, I have that. All right. Oh, that's desktop audio. Discord. Oh, sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. Yeah, please hold. Can you try talking now? Still not. Here, I'll switch to my desktop audio and see if we can just have that adjusted a little bit better. So I'll have to, because now you'll be competing with the game audio. How's that? All right, go ahead and try talking.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me? I'm here, I'm talking. Maybe things are working.
See if I can adjust the game audio. How's that, everybody?
Can you hear me? Hello.
I'd love to borrow some of your bandwidth, Smab. We'll shrink you down here.
There we go.
Like that. All right, I think we're doing all right now. Smab, it's great to see you. How have you been? How's build going? Oh, I'm assuming build is over now. Actually, how are your build adventures? Is what I should say. All right, good.
Excellent. Download more bandwidth. Yeah, that's what we need to do.
Alright,
okay, well, next time I download some RAM, I'll download some bandwidth.
Game music is still loud. It's like I can't even hear the game music at this point.
Oh wow.
Says it's still loud. Okay. I have to put it on 1. I am watching the like output of like the audio, desktop audio. I'm like, what's going on with that? Let's see. Is there like a filter on here? Yeah, there it is. It's this filter. All right. I think I had someone join me on the voice that was there we go. Their voice must have been quiet because I have the gain like cranked up like crazy on that source. All right. How's that? Oh, Smab, I can't wait for the C# 13 features. Oh my goodness, some of those look amazing. All right, I think this will work a little bit better. Just, I don't know what's going on. Twitch stream together. I haven't had many problems with it before, but this seems much better. Okay. Okay, let me know if the audio for the game needs to be turned up, but we should be hearing Terranam loud and clear. Can you try talking one more time?
Yes, I'm here. You can
perfect.
hear me. It's all good. Everything is fine.
All good. Everything's perfect. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we are playing, for anyone who's just joined us, we're checking out Terranam's game. It is called Hexahedra. It's a puzzle programming game. I don't know if programming is the right word. It's a puzzle game where you write out commands and you combine things together in this way. So we're building out factories. We're combining cubes. I'm animated. That's right. Let's start over here. So I have built these instructions. So the machine on the left follows these instructions. The machine on the right follows these instructions. And we're trying to assemble cubes. It'd be nice if I could move that up. That's okay. Oh, I can minimize it though. All right, so we're producing cubes. And the cube I'm trying to produce, let me move my portrait. Let me move my portrait. Hang on. There's nothing important up here. All right, yet that I know of. So that way people can see this target. All right, so we're trying to produce cube that looks like this here. And we get panels that look like this. And so I've set the machine on the right will make this shape for us. So it's gonna put that together. So now we have this. And then the machine on the right just sort of waits, it rotates this into the correct orientation, and then it accepts this and then ships it out. Let's see, did we get it right here? Ship, combine, there we go. Now we have a match and we ship it. Okay, so I have a machine that produces what we need, so we can actually hit play here. Oh, I have to do a return home here and here, is that true?
Yeah, I mean, you've got a wait command on the left. I think is going to mess things up. So,
that's oh, I don't know why I have an await cube there. That was accidental.
There we go. I think that'll do it.
All right.
You need one on that side. Yeah. That one helps you.
That one makes
sync
sense.
them up.
All right, so we can watch it produce these things. Let me run it.
There we go.
There we go. Beautiful. All right. Now things get complex. As you approach Dantar's office, he opens the door, looks towards you, and frowns. Oh, hell. What are you doing up here? It takes you a moment to realize that he's not talking to you, that he isn't talking to you. You turn around and see that a loader bot hovering silently is right behind you, almost close enough to touch. In fact, that seems to be what it's trying to do. Its arms are stretched out and it's looking you straight in the eye. Dantar shouts, "Get your floating posterior back down to the loading bay before I decide to do some experimental rewiring on you. We've got 3 deliveries arriving this morning." He waves you into his office and shuts the door. Honestly, I don't know what they're up to. How did it even get up here? Some of the doors are too narrow for it. Resetting them worked for a while. Maybe their memory is getting corrupted. I'll look into it. There's a job in the factory that's ready for you. Head down there and take a look. Okay. Merging to victory. We've got some old scrap cubes we can use to fill in order. You'll need to do a fair bit of rearranging and merging. There are some new commands you can use to coordinate workstations. Yeah, the narrative is great, Kilted. I agree. All right, so we have sync left, pause execution until the workstation on the left reaches a sync right command. Sync down and sync up. Oh, so like they wait for the opposite sync command. There are multiple ways you could set up the factory to produce these cubes. Some approaches will benefit from syncs, some won't. Okay. So I need to produce this here. So top and bottom are red. And then the sides are wooden. This gives me out these things. I need to produce 5 of these. Oh, this is interesting. All right, so we have enough of those, but I need to pull some panels off. This is interesting because I'll have leftover panels between the builds. And so, all right, so this one's gonna produce a red cube. I can only take the left and bottom off so many times, right? So I was gonna say, well, I can take the left and bottom off and then left, bottom, rotate, and then combine them. Oh, and then I could put them back on and ship it. So I could produce 2 cubes per batch, right? All right, so let's try it. Let's see if we can do this. Mars, great to see you, my friend. Welcome back to the stream. How you been? So we're gonna produce a cube. And I want to take the left and bottom off. Okay, so I'm gonna say I need a remover. So I'm gonna put one here. I'm gonna put one here. And I'm gonna take off a left. I'm gonna take off a bottom. Let's make sure my brain working. So I take off a left. That is incorrect. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. I want to take off, hang on. Take off a left, and then I need to, let's put you on the back side. Is that what I want? There we go. So now I have enough to combine the one on the right. So the right side will produce a cube. And then it's going to wait. This is interesting because I'm not sure how to use the sync command. We're going to find out if I need the sync command. I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do, but my brain right now is not quite wanting that. I want to ship this cube. Send cube to right. All right, let's see. It cannot. Oh, I need to rotate that first. All right, we'll rotate this up. These are gonna get out of sync is what's gonna happen, I suppose. Let's see here. Take one, take one. Wait, why didn't you rotate? Oh, hang on. Clearly, a skill issue here. Oh, I can't, even though those, okay, so I can't do that.
Yeah, because there's a wooden panel facing to the left, facing towards the incoming cube.
Yeah, I was thinking because there was no wall there, it would like go over. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Need to make sure that there's nothing there on this side as it's coming in. So I have that on the left side. I could remove this panel and then put it back on, I think. All right, let's try that. So comes down, remove the left side, and then it's gonna wait, and then we want to put the left side back on. Let's check this. Okay, so now I have a cube that I can send somewhere. All right, so I believe this is the correct setup for this. All right, so then we can accept a cube. The challenge is going to be, all right, I need to, using what was there, produce the next cube I need. So let's make sure that this ships properly. So I can't just send out, I can't just repeat this process because the two things here that I have can only hold at most 3 panels. And so I could do this 3 times, but then the 4th and 5th time it's going to be full and it won't work.
Yeah. Yeah,
so I need to, I can use what's in these to, after I ship that cube, I can put them back out. So I can place a panel on the back. I can rotate it to the left. I can place a panel from this side, and then if I rotate it back to the right, I think I'm ready to go for the next one. This is where I think some amount of syncing is going to happen because I need to wait for something, but I'm not quite sure yet. All right, so pull it off, put that on, rotate. Oh, I didn't actually do the right command. Yeah.
Yeah, you trigger that one. Yeah, it needs to be a left.
Do this one here. And then this rotation is wrong, I think. Let's oh, didn't mean to run it there. Step through. All right, so now we have that. And if I rotate it back up, so if I rotate it this direction, it'll be in an orientation for this thing to just accept it again. Let's. I'm surprised there's something, but something's gonna go wrong. We need to wait. It's gonna be too early, I believe. Oh, okay. This one would have to go back home now. Combine it there. Yeah, it's too early. Too early. So I have to wait to send it until it reaches. Pause execution until the work session reaches. Pause execution until the work session to the left reaches a sync right command. Pause execution until the work session to the right reaches a sync left command. So I could pause it. That's interesting. Pack, welcome in. Happy Saturday. Great to have you here on this beautiful day. We are checking out Terranam's game, Hexahedra. It's a nice little puzzle game. Thank you so much for the follow, Pack. Pack 72. Thank you for following me now, Pack. Welcome to the stream today. We're playing Hexahedra. It's a fabulous game we got. Hexahedra here, and Terranam's the creator. Almost made it work. Terranam. Sorry, Pack. Great to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Okay. I don't. So if I send a sync left. All right, so we're gonna sync. It's interesting because the machine on the right will pause, the machine on the left will pause. I can do this without, I think I could actually do this without sync commands. But I'm supposed to learn about sync commands here, right? I'm pretty sure I could just put enough space here.
Yeah, you can't just cheese it up. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's important for me to practice here. All right, so I want to select these. After I ship that cube, I want to sync with the right. So we're going to wait for this thing to finish. And this thing is going to do a sync left here. So it says, all right, I just shipped this thing. I'm going to wait until I'm ready to receive a cube. Oh, that's not going to quite work. Sync right. Move this here. I need to reverse these. Nope, apparently tab did not reverse. Thought tab. If you're holding.
When you're dragging. Yeah, when you're dragging them, tab will reverse them. Yeah.
All right, so I want to wait until the thing on the right says it's ready. And this might not be the right spot. I'm probably gonna have to shift everything down a little bit. Let's do a step through here. So it's suspended execution. And now, oh, they keep running. I thought this thing on the right was gonna pause when it got here. So that's what I was confused about, because it said it's going to pause. But they both are now synced together. That's what it means. They both. So they both have. Yeah, I think I understand that. Okay, that's where I was confused. I was like, oh, now I'm like, this one's going to pause until the left one's ready. All right, now I got it. All right, so I think we're in business so long as I. Oh, I need one more pause command or sync command. So let's. We're gonna shift. Oh, trying to select that. Move this down. I'm gonna do a sync right and then move up. All right, let's step through. Feeling pretty good about this. I don't know if I should. All right, now they're synced. No, they're synced. Okay. And I'm already seeing a way I can make this more efficient, but let's just finish this up here. Let's get this. Let's see if we can, if it finishes. Oh, I love when we have a puzzle game that has multiple solutions, right? This is, I love that. It's something I always tell my students, something I always like telling people is like, programming has a lot of creativity to it. Programming has a ton of creativity, because there's more that, you know, when you have the ability to like control something, say here are the instructions to complete it, and you have a large set of options. Oh, it's so cool. I love it. You arrive to find Dan Tar's desk once again strewn with robotic components. A copy of Calvin's Robo-Psychology is open on the corner. Oh boy, there you are. This is the bot that was following you yesterday. I can't find a single thing wrong with it. It's a few years old, but it should have plenty of life left in it. There are some worn parts, but nothing that should affect its behavior. He sighs and pushes a memory module away. He turns off a soldering iron and closes the book. Anyway, one of our regular customers has placed an order. They always want the same thing, and they're probably the ugliest cubes anyone's ever ordered. No accounting for taste. I've set aside a large chunk of space for you to work in. Oh, and I've been finding odd patches of black fluid around the place. If you see any, let me know. Okay, God. Yeah, I'm having a blast here. I mean, just look at them. Look at them. Beautiful cubes. Look, it's almost like the client wants to make this game more challenging. All right, so now I have 4 workstations. That's sweet. Okay. Yeah, 4 workstation for this next order. You might not need all of them. Don't forget you can zoom with the mouse. All right, activate the workstation by clicking the green plus in the top. Okay, so if we don't need them, okay, gotcha. What's this? It's pointing at this one, which was slightly off screen because I zoomed funny. Then we can deactivate them this way. Don't let you send a cube into an inactive workstation. The factory will halt if it happens and prevent cubes going that way. Okay, very cool. All right, I want to take a quick break. I'm out of bean water, so I'm gonna get myself some more bean water, folks. Then I'm super excited. So now we got look at all this power we have. It's like having 4 processors, 4 CPUs. It's like back in my childhood, having one processor. But now I've grown up. We have, you know, multi-threading things. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. We'll be back. We're gonna continue working on this, folks. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you guys in just a minute.
I will also affect
All right, everybody, we're back. Captain Coda here. Sorry I kept you waiting. We're here with Terranam as well. We are playing. Anyone who's just joining us, I know I keep saying it, but I just want to make sure everyone knows. Everyone knows Hexahedra. Go check it out. Give it some love. I'm having a blast playing this. I'm probably gonna be playing it. I would say all weekend, but I'm going out of town this weekend, so I won't be playing all weekend. But I'll be playing it all next week for sure. Just because this is my type of game. I feel a little weird. I feel like I'm slightly embarrassed. Like the thinking I have to do on stream. I'm like, But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Dragon Dust, welcome back to the stream. So thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Yeah, very welcome. Okay. I've played some levels on stream. So some people have already put levels in the Steam Workshop, and I streamed myself playing them. And I watched it back, and I realized there were just bits as me just sitting there for 30 seconds going, huh, and forgetting that I should be like engaged with chat, rather than just like sitting there thinking, oh, I don't know how to do this. Very easy to do.
Kovalaki, welcome back to the stream. The average goob, the above average goob, welcome in. Okay, so I need to produce this thing down here. I have some sources, so I get sort of this corner of a cube and the bottom. Okay, I don't even get 6 sides now. I don't even get 6 sides. All right, these are the wooden panels. So this is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So I need 4 metal panels and 2 wooden panels. The wooden panels need to be cleaned. So let me start by having, I'm gonna have one machine just for cleaning the wooden panels. It's gonna produce a wooden panel, clean it, and put them on side by side. That's my plan. All right, so this is 2 is the wooden panel. So let's add one. Oh, I need to activate you. Right, so this is going to produce. It's going to push out one of these. And they need to be on, just so my brain can orient it. I want to get these. All right, so it's going to push that out. All right, I'm going to have it come from the bottom. So that way I can take the top. Is that what I want? It's interesting because you can access all but the front side of the cube when it comes out. So it's like my brain wants one more dimension towards me. I want like one panel toward me.
Yeah, I thought about it, but just the problem with the UI at that point is like, and then seeing what's going on, it just doesn't. Yeah, it's not very practical. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Lazamat, we don't have a fire extinguisher present. I should probably get one. And I don't cheat. I didn't cheat with the hats at the end. During each break, the hats come off. They reset. They reset during the break. So use that information as you will. Okay. If you want me to put more hats on, though, you can always spend those precious channel points. Okay. So I'm gonna put a cleaner on the top. So let's put a cleaner on the top. So it's going to come out. So I'm going to focus in on this area here. We're going to go ahead and produce a cube. We're going to clean the top. We're going to clean the top. Then we're going to rotate this way. All right, so we're going to rotate that way. We are going to rotate it this way, clean that top, like that. We are going to have a panel removed over here. So then we're going to remove this panel. We'll rotate it back, and then we'll put the panel back on. I think this will produce, rotate it back, and then put a panel back on. I think this will get us, sorry, there's a cooldown, Lazamat. I feel like I'm cruel. I feel like I'm cruel here. Here, I'll give you, I know, a 3-hour cooldown per person, per hat. All right, here, I'm gonna add a hat just for you, Lazamat. There you go. Since you asked so nicely, since you feel cheated, I'm sorry. The average goob with another hat. Let's get another hat added to the stack.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's get a good one in here. Oh yeah.
Get my hat game on.
the IKEA hat in. All right. So I think this will produce one cube, or the panels in the orientation that we want. Yeah, so at the end of the day, we want these like this. All right, so that feels pretty good. So now the question is, can I get the... This is interesting because every two of source 1 produces enough panels. Is that right? I need four metal panels. 4 metal panels here. I know. You do have all the keyboard shortcuts in there. That's right. All the keyboard shortcuts, and I can only use the mouse. I mean, I think if I played this a lot, I get all the keyboards set up in the way I like it. Yeah. So for me right now, just point and click. I'm a simple person. I'm a measly simple captain. Okay. So I'm not gonna go for efficiency just yet. I need to... So we need 5 of these. Let's... I'm gonna have to produce 2. I'm wondering if I can do something... Wondering how I can do it. I kind of want to just get my metal... Produce the metal cube that I need. Or the sides that I need. And I'll have 2 left over. So that's like an interesting aspect of this. Can I produce... Alright, so let's do the first one here. Let's add in... Where'd my add buttons go? Oh, I'm in play mode.
It's because the factory's running. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to produce... Want to end up with my panels top to bottom like that. So I'm going to take the right panel off. All right, so let's produce. We need to switch to producing number 1. Okay. This is going to pop out this thing. Let's have it come from the bottom. So I'm going to pop one of those out. And then I'm going to pull the left side off. Oh, this is interesting. I almost am going to have just like a little holding place down here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll pull this side off. And then we will... send that cube down here, and that cube will just hang out down there for a while, and it's going to end up when we need those 2 panels, we'll send them back up in the there's going to be a spot where we need them there. Okay, so we're going to produce a cube. Let's take the right side off, and we're going to send that cube away, the 2 panels that we're going to send away. And then we'll produce another... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that's cool. But that makes sense that the keyboard command... Maybe I should learn the keyboard commands. There's just so many of them. There's just so many of them. And my keyboard is not a traditional keyboard. I guess I could... It's kind of cool. I could do the whole thing with just the keyboard. Oh, man. It's like learning Vim all over again.
Yeah, you can't quite... You can't do the devices with the keyboard, but you can do all the commands.
That's kind of cool. I like that. All right, so then we produce this. And let's go ahead and take that panel off again. All right, let's make sure that I can actually do everything I've said so far. Pull that off. Oh, I need... Oh, so it needs to wait because yeah, that makes sense. This whole thing needs to wait a moment. Okay. All right, so now that cube's just hanging out down there for now. Now, this cube up in the top has, if I go to the end, this cube has those two. So I need to rotate it that way and then rotate it up. So I'm going to rotate it this way, put a panel out, and then I will rotate it up. Is that right? Hang on. Let's watch it. We're here. Send it away. Comes down, takes the panel off. Oh, I did the wrong command there.
Yeah, you've triggered right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, I can't continue the execution from. That's interesting. All right, so let's.
I know. Yeah, because you've changed the factory, you can't go back to the end and carry on because also
Okay.
you've changed the commands.
All right, but I can watch it this way, and then I can control the timestamps like this. All right, but I can go back. All right, so I have this, and so now I need to rotate that way. Okay, so I need to rotate it like this, and then I'm gonna need another row, and then I can produce that. Can I have this just... All right, I guess I need to add in a... Oh, it
just loop around,
restarted.
yeah.
It restarted. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So for now, I'll just put a sync in so it doesn't do anything else. And I'm going to have to fix that. But for now, it's just going to be a sync. Because I'm waiting. I'm like working on this section here. And then I got to figure out how to combine them together. Whew. Making my brain swim. Might need that fire extinguisher. All right, so this will produce that. So now I have... I have this, but now I can't actually combine these because we have to like, oh man. All right, so this thing is gonna have to send this stuff over to us. All right, let's go back. All right, so I have this. Can I do this? If I have this here, if I rotate it the other way first. Oh, I can actually, before I do anything here, I can have... All right, so we're gonna pause this thing on the right. All right, so this is gonna pause right here. So let's select this, we're gonna save this. I want you to wait for the machine on the right, because it's going to send you... it needs to orient this in a different way. Can I run this machine right now? Okay, I can. Alright, so that produces that. And I need to rotate this. Oh, can I send it this way, actually? It looks like it might be in an okay spot here to send it.
That will collide because it's got a side facing the cube it's moving into. So the wooden, the left-hand side of the wooden panda will try and move through what's already there.
Okay. I almost need to pause. If I were to pause... Oh, this is going to come out that way. Okay. I need to... Oh, that's annoying. Let's see here. So I'm gonna have to rotate... Take that off. Drop it back on. All right, let's rotate it back up, I suppose. It's funny because it's like, this is how real programming happens, right? It's like, well, I'm gonna write this thing. Oh, this is getting horrible. Let's just, all right, this is what I have so far. Let's just keep adding to this program. This is
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know. All right, we'll come back this way. I don't know if you ever played Factorio. Factorio always felt that way too. It's like you're building. Have you ever played Factorio?
So it's one of those games I don't dare buy because I suspect I'd never do anything else again.
Oh, yes.
But I've seen a lot of streams, a lot of Factorio streams.
I'm not allowed to install that game anymore. All right, so let me make sure where I am. Okay, so now I'm in a position to where this side needs to rotate a little bit differently as well. I can almost send that over. All right, let's rotate. Let's have this rotate. Now I can't even remember where it was. All right, this needs to rotate that way. All right, so we'll have this rotate that way, and then we'll sync. Let me just make sure. I'm not smart enough to do this without stopping every step of the way. All right, so now this thing can send it to the left. But what we can say here is let's have a sync. Well, I guess I need to send it first. Let's send the cube to the left, and we're gonna wait to and then sync left. All right, and then this thing. All right, let's just see where it is. Okay, so now this is almost ready. I just gotta fill those two in. We're gonna rotate this that way, place it, and then that way, place it. All right. So we need to rotate. Let's go ahead and add in. It's getting complex. I would like to be able to click to deselect on those a little bit easier. For some reason, my brain can't handle the way.
If you left click kind of away from the tracks completely, it should clear them. But
Gotcha. All right. Do this twice, I think. And of course, this thing is going to be needing a moment as well. We'll have this thing sync again to the left. All right, so now this cube is ready to go. This cube is ready to be shipped, I believe. No. Oh, I gotta
you gotta paint it. It's the right shape, but you gotta paint it.
I gotta paint it still. Jeez, what is this? This went from 0 to 60 quickly. The game can easily be played for over 24 hours in a day. Yeah, Factorio for sure. This game too. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. About this. I need to do something with this cube. I guess I can paint it here. I was trying to like make this my box setter function, this my other thing. I was kind of hoping to have one be a painting section, like the finalize section. I'm wondering, I guess I can just paint it here. Do I have enough things to do that? Do I have enough stuff left? I do, so I can add 2. I have 3 still. I still have 3. When I'm here, all right, I'm sort of in the right orientation to start painting. Yeah, so I need alternating black, purple, black, purple. All right, I can do that. All right, so we have black and purple. Did I select the right colors? I did. Black, purple, black, purple. And so we'll do back, right. Oh, and I still have a spot to ship it. Okay. Back, right. Rotate. I'm gonna rotate twice. Man. Need another row. So we'll go that way. Back. Right. And then I think we're ready to ship it, but let's run it to find out. Are you ready? Okay. Whew. Whew. The efficiency. Do you see how efficient I'm being?
It's like to
we'll
behold.
ship it. Right, now we ship it. Whew. Alright, so we'll get one here. We got one. Eileen Rude, right? Yeah, this is awesome stuff. Right. Okay. So, I wish I could say that this was it. The problem... Oh, what is this? Oh, this is just like a leftover garbage. Alright. I wish I could say this was it, but we need to do that. We can't just do it again. Can I just discard? Alright, so... 1, 2. We can't quite just discard what's coming to us here. I'm like, it'd be great if I could just get rid of this garbage here and not worry about it and just repeat this process a couple times. I kind of can. Okay, I kind of can. Because I have 2 spots here. So I could do something. So one question I have is, am I allowed to have like leftover parts that don't get used?
Yeah, I mean, because it only asks you to ship 5 cubes. If it asks you to ship like 20, I guess you'd run out of space. But I mean, in theory, you can do it that way.
Yeah, I can feel like I can cheese this a little bit by saying, well, I have this thing set up. I have this thing set up. It's ready to go. If I can just keep pushing my cubes off somewhere else rather than trying to actually solve this problem. But let's try and be better humans, I suppose. We're not, you know, what is this, America? We're just gonna waste everything here. Okay, let's because I have this sitting down here. What is my end state? This is sitting down here. If I do it correctly, I can ship a thing, I can push the next one down. The next one's going to be coming down in this orientation. So down here, once I receive this, we're going to wait for a cube arrival. And then we're going to rotate up twice, I believe. And then we're going to wait for another cube arrival. At some point it needs to send it back, or maybe over here to be finished and shipped. Because
I think if you tried to send it back, you'd actually run out of space in the top left, because you've used like almost half your space already with 5 tracks. So I think if you tried to send it back, you wouldn't have any time to do anything with it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. So I think I need to once I have this, I sort of gonna ship it off to the right, and then assemble the rest of it over here. Okay, so I suppose I can do that, because we should. All right, so I have this go home. It's gonna have to sync this side first, and then have this go home as well. Weird Beard, great to see you, my friend. Happy Saturday. How you been? How's your game coming along? Hope you're having a beautiful day. Right, I want to see what this does here. We'll run it in kind of fast mode. So now it's just gonna wait a little bit here. Alright, so now we have almost at, okay, so we're gonna get 2 cubes now, and then it's gonna crash into this one. Okay. And then it's gonna crash here. So this needs to get, something needs to happen with this. I kind of, all right. We have so much time in between. Let's produce the panels needed here and see if we can ship them across to the left side. All right, so we're gonna activate this one. We're going to produce some wooden panels here. All right, if I do it the same as the one above, I can steal some of the code here, have it cleaner. So we can take this code here cleans the whole box, or cleans the panels and reassembles them. All right, so we'll have to put one of these over here as well. May not be the most efficient way to do this. So we should be able to do that, clean it. All right, we have this. All right, and then we, okay. I want to wait a little bit over here. Let's see. If I want to, need to get this combined properly here. I could do some reassembly here. Let's go back. So this comes down. And when it's in this orientation, I could just send this out from the left here. Now let's scrap this machine. I think I have a different idea now. Let's go ahead and, oh, then we're gonna run into trouble as the top's coming down again. Oh. Yeah, can I assemble it over here and then have it, the last piece come in from the top and then do a little bit of painting? Okay, let's try that. All right, let's close down this. Let's add in a thing here that's going to produce it. Let's get to the point here. Like that. We can send it out from the left once we're here. All right, so after that, we're going to produce, let's get rid of this, and instead let's produce that. Okay, so now we have that. The idea being that we're going to rearrange this now, so that way in the end, when the final piece comes down, it will be in the correct orientation. So we need to take some of these panels off. We need to take both of them off and put them on the sides. So we're gonna have to take 2 sides off at the very least. Let's go ahead and scrub. Let's add a scrubber to the top. We'll go ahead and scrub the top here. Let's add in, then we will rotate it to the back. We will scrub the top, then we'll go ahead and pull that panel off as well. The panel in the back has been scrubbed. Then let's see where we're at here. My brain can only fit so much spatial awareness at the same time. All right. So then it's going to pull that panel off. And so I need to rotate up one more time and pull the panel off again. Yeah, because the whole thing needs to get put on either end. Okay, so let's have it rotate up again. Pull it off. We're gonna need another track here.
That's a scrub you put on there. You want to put that one?
Thank you. Yeah.
There we go.
All right, let's verify real quick. Pull it off. Okay. Now I want it to be on either end, so now I want to rotate to the left or right, it doesn't matter. We'll put it on, and I need to do a double rotate. Yeah, I have a die here. I feel like I should be utilizing this a little bit more. I feel like this is great training for my brain as far as spatial reasoning goes. That said, I don't know that. Apparently, I don't use that very often in real life because this game is very challenging for me, and I love it. I love having to think through it.
It is weird how like I genuinely have got better at it over the years of developing. Like when I started out, I was doing what you want, running every now and then, and these doesn't go. Oh, yeah, do that. Yeah, it's but I've been doing pretty hardcore for 4 years, so maybe maybe it takes a while to get the benefits. I don't know.
Yeah, it totally is. Same with programming, right? So I've been programming for over 20 years now. I can fit a lot of concepts in my brain when I'm programming. Right. So, and people are like, oh, how do you know how to do all this? It's like, I just know it's going to work because I've done this particular thing so many times. That mental model exists. Whereas with my students, I always tell them, write one line of code and then run the test or run it just to verify that one line does do until you have done it enough to be like, okay, I know what a whole function is going to do. Now I can write 4 lines of code. It's like this. I can place 2 instructions and think so these 2 feel like 1 instruction, so I was able to do that. It's tough. It's really cool. JD, welcome back to the stream, and it's great to see you as well, Flavius Kid. Folks, if you guys don't know, today is JD's streaming and his
if you want to feel
what is it, anniversary of affiliate anniversary today. So go check out JD Does Dev. It's gonna be doing some fun stuff over
not
there.
Captain, but my eyebrows also move in a way like the captain.
Thank you so much for that, JD. All right. All right, so my cube here. We're just now, okay, so now I need to orient it in a way that when this thing comes down from the top, so I need to go 1 rotation that way and then 1 rotation up, I think. How is this? All right, let's see what the panel, it's gonna crash, it's gonna restart here in a second. When we come from the top, what direction is coming? Okay, so it's coming in like that. So yeah, I need to rotate this to the right and then up twice. Right, and then up twice. All right, so do right, up twice. And then we have to, right, up twice. And then we're gonna wait for a cube to come in, and then we're gonna have another, and then we got some painting to do. Let's see how we did. So one thing that I think would be really nice would be able to shrink the size of these things. So I guess I can pop them out. That works too.
Yeah, I had that sort of window pop out because it was getting a bit awkward otherwise to see what was going on. Okay,
so now we have, once we're in this spot, we just have to do the painting. Okay, I'm feeling okay about this. All right, so we are here. All right, I have it in this orientation. Can I paint? All right, I need to rotate it. Oh, this is disappointing the way I've set this up. Because the thing in the back, it'd be great to have be able to paint 2 sides at a time, but I can't. All right, so let's do I don't want to have to start over. I'm sad about the way I have these oriented. The way I have them oriented is not. I would like. I'm regretting some of my past decisions. But I guess we're just gonna keep going with it. Huh? Oh, I definitely can do it. I'm just like, oh, now I have to do more rotations than I would like. Okay. So now that we're here, let's add a purple painter on the bottom. Am I? Oh, I'm in this mode.
You're in, that's it. Yeah.
So I had a purple painter on the bottom. How did? Oh, and then I don't have enough to also accept it here. That's disappointing.
Yeah, you can send it off to the right, I guess, and get rid of it that way. But
yeah, I think I might. I think since I'm going to do that already, I might actually just ship it off to the right from here.
Yeah.
And then have it go back to the beginning. I ship it off to the right, and then I don't even need this down here.
Yeah.
And ship it off like that. Hang on, I did something weird. Where's my undo button?
Yeah, you need the weight, otherwise you're not going to get the keyword.
There we go, and then I ship it off.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I thought that. Yeah, I thought that was a sync. I was going, why am I syncing here? Ship it off to the right. Let's open this guy up. All right. This guy is going to wait for a cube to arrive. It's going to arrive with the things that need to be painted on the top and bottom. All right. So let's go ahead and add in a spray painter here, and then a black one in the back. And so it'll spray from the top, spray from the back, rotate twice, spray from the top, spray from the back, and then ship it? Question mark. And then go home. Okay. Do we have a working machine here?
I think we might do.
I think we might.
As long as it all loops properly and, syncs up at the top, I think you'll be okay.
All right.
There we go.
Very cool. This is like this is why I love programming too. Now that I'm here, the satisfaction of we got it working is just so nice.
Yeah.
And then watching this whole thing run is really cool. Yeah, tomfoolery. The reason we had that echo is because I'm sharing my desktop audio. We're having trouble with the stream together, so to hear Terranam talking, I have to do my desktop audio. I can't have the OBS source. You hear what it's probably echoed a little bit. Sorry about that. Very cool. Yeah, I was going. I can absolutely do better. I was thinking of ways to fix this. I was going like my regrets on how I had things come together. I was going like I can do better. This is kind of amazing here. That 3%, 34 steps feels crazy to me. 27 commands feels crazy to me too. So you can see how people have done this. Devices 7. Oh, this is like the components that are added. I thought that was saying like, how did they get 7 factory? How do they have 7? All right.
No. Yeah, no, seven things placed.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm loving this. Okay. You arrive after the weekend to find Dantar limping back to his office from the kitchen. He has a hard set to his jaw, and he swapped his mint tea for coffee. I know. I'm absolutely sure that I shut down all the bots for the weekend. But the security system sent an alert on Saturday, and the bots were all active and tearing apart the cubes in storage. I reset them all again. The warehouse is a mess. I need to start putting the cubes back together. He sighs, puts his head in his hands, and winces at a pain somewhere in his body. Oh, and be careful down there. Tripped over some panels they'd left lying around. We can't really afford it, but I'm seriously considering just replacing the whole fleet. Going to call some old colleagues and see if they've got any ideas what might be wrong. Yeah, so Zachtronic games, I think, are some of the
Yeah.
inspirations.
Yes, I mean, Zachtronics made Opus Magnum, they made Space Chem, Infinifactory, all that kind of thing. There's other stuff, things made not by them, so there's like 7 billion humans, which actually has even more actual sort of writing code. But yeah, all similar stuff.
Oh, we got branching logics. We're almost Turing complete now.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose since we can technically write loops, we might actually be Turing complete. We've got a big pile of metal cubes the bot had started to disassemble. Some are missing more sides than others. Half the cubes are missing only one side, half are missing two. We need to patch them all into complete cubes. They left some individual panels lying around as well. Okay. And we're just trying to produce a full cube. All right, that's nice. And this is just a single panel. Oh, this produces... Sometimes, oh, so I miss it. Half the cubes are missing only one. Oh, so this source produces one of these two at random, I'm assuming, or maybe it alternates or something, but we don't necessarily know. 50% of the time.
Yeah, then he'll explain
cool.
that. The next thing he tells you is that's how it works. Yeah.
All right, see, I'm jumping to conclusions. Yeah, Zachtronic made Opus Magnum. There's a bunch of Zachtronics has a bunch of games that are like programming ones. Exapunks happens to be my favorite. Every time we add a cube from the first source, we'll get one of these cubes at random. There's no way to tell which one. 50% is their chance. That makes programming the factory more difficult. We can use a panel sensor to work out which cube we've got and how many panels to add. You know, I have a student doing machine learning stuff. I wonder if they could write a... so I'm looking at this. The number of different commands and options we have and the number of spaces to do stuff is so limited. I feel like you could train an ML to
just to kind
solve
of get the best solutions.
Game. Yeah. To
That would
solve
be
this
interesting.
game.
Yeah.
So like I'm already going like, oh, maybe I should, you know. It's already the end of this school year, that student. Maybe next year I'll ask them if they want to do it. I'm like, oh, that'd be fun. So they have a... they've done Flappy Bird, so plays Flappy Bird, ML that can like play Flappy Bird forever. And they've done one that plays Super Mario Brothers, the original Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, wow.
So there's such a small number of inputs, and the outputs are very simple as well. It's really easy to write a neural network to play those games. I'm going to this like the inputs on this are really simple. It's a little the same idea, but more like a lot of things. But you could totally, I think you could totally train this to play it. All right. That makes programming the factory more difficult. We can use panel sensors to work out. So we got sensors here. Checks whether the cube has a panel facing it. Ah, okay. The panel that might be missing is on the left, so put the sensor there. Oh, if you say so. When the panel sensor is triggered, it checks whether there's a panel facing. If there is, the command flow follows the white arrow. Ah, so then we go down. That is cool. I was wondering how I would do this. So they line up this way. Yeah, this is just like the ticker tape programs. This is so cool.
Yeah, but eventually when you get to lasers, the lasers work on color, so then you've got a colored arrow, and so if it's a red laser, it'll follow the red arrow if it sees a red thing. Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. And we can cycle the direction that it goes there. Okay.
Yeah.
Use the panel sensor to work out how many sides to add to each source, cube them, and then get them patched. Okay. All right. So, I suppose let's put a source here to produce one of these or the other. So then we will check. All right, so let's produce one. And then we got to check if there is a panel. If there is a panel, we have this one. So if there is a panel, we go, oh, let's add a track moving forward down here as well. Enjoy your day, Eileen. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys. I'll see you next time. I'll be back on Monday if you want to come hang out. We'll keep working on our... might be doing some mechanically challenged next week, actually. But we'll be doing programming either way. Maybe we'll play more of this. I might be too obsessed. I might just be playing this on Monday.
Yes, success.
Okay, so in the case that it is, so it all right, let me double check here, see what it does. All right, so all right, just to verify, it doesn't have one, so it sent it down. Okay, so if it does have one, it's going to go across the top. So if it does have one, it means it's this cube. And so in that case, I want to rotate it twice, or rotate it once. I don't know why I was thinking twice. Rotate it once. And place, well, this panel is coming out. All right, so we're going to not do that because this panel is going to come from the bottom. All right. All right, so we don't want to rotate it that way. Instead, we're going to rotate it down and then get a panel from it here. Okay. And then we ship.
Trigger the top one there.
Say again?
You've triggered the top one.
I've triggered the top one. Oh, thank you. I keep, yeah, it's like I see the, I'm like, I want it to push a thing out towards that. Like I'm looking at, this is just my brain is right. That's why I keep doing that. So I'm like, oh, I want this thing to push a thing out. I don't know why. Clearly, I'm wondering if I'll ever get used to it, but I keep doing that incorrectly.
Yeah. That's like the whole like do you invert the Y in when you're playing a first-person shooter? Like I do, so I pull the mouse towards me to look up.
That's how
some
I do
people
it.
don't want to do that.
I like it. So it's like I like to think of it like I have my hand on a person's head and I'm pulling the person's head towards me.
Yes, exactly that.
Pushing.
Yes.
So that's exactly how I do it. So I do the inversion.
Because I also grew up playing a lot of like flight sim stuff, so putting back on the stick to go up to angle up.
Yeah.
I think kind of makes sense intuitively.
A lot of people really struggle with that. So once I get there, then I'll return to home. Otherwise, I must be this shape. So I will, honestly, I'm like, no matter what, I need to rotate and do that. So I can actually delay this here. We're gonna move this. We're always gonna rotate. Here, look, me being fancy. What? Trying to highlight things sometimes is hard. Why can't, all right, we're just gonna move these over. We're gonna rotate, do that, and then we're gonna check. So now we're either ready to ship or we need to add another panel. All right, so if that's the case, we're gonna rotate it this way. Place a panel and ship it. And then we go home. All right, let's try it. Wait, why is that?
It's trying to go all the way through the cube. It's trying to put it onto the top. So it's trying to pass all the way through the cube. Oh, this is on the
top. I thought it was on the bottom. I see. I understand. I was thinking that makes more sense. Yeah, I was thinking it was coming.
Yeah, that. Yeah. But if you just swap over your two sources and swap the commands over, I think it'll work. So if you put that at the top.
All right. So I'll move this here just for now. There we go. And then I need everywhere I have a top becomes a bottom like that. And this should be a top. All right, let's check that.
I think that will do it. Oh, you still rotated the wrong way. That's the.
Oh, I've rotated the wrong way now. Yeah. All right, so this needs to rotate up now.
That's it.
This might need to rotate differently. We'll find out. Probably.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So this needs to go the other direction. Is this the direction I was going?
No, I think you're on the other one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it. There we go.
There we go. All right, so my question, I have a thought. Do the cubes come out in the same order every time, or is it truly random?
So it is using a random number generator, but it uses the same seed every time.
Okay, same seed.
So that means, but every level has a different seed.
Yeah,
so that it's not the same across all of them.
Yeah, I was wondering if debugging would be really hard to do. Because I was like, oh man, if it's a different, potentially different one every time, the debugging process could be a nightmare.
It also means that the stats are comparable, because obviously it doesn't matter which. You're not going to get a slightly faster run than someone else. Yeah.
That makes sense. I like that. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, do we have time for one more? Yeah, I have to go in about 15, 20 minutes. Maybe an hour, depending on how hard this one is going to be. We're going to see if we can get through it. For the rest of the day, you hardly see Dantar. You hear him using this speaker. And also, folks, be sure to go check this game out on the Steam. Go get it. It's on sale right now. What are you waiting for? Do it. You hear him using the speaker. Just so you guys know, look, I love this game that much. Just go do it. This stream is not sponsored or anything. I just love this game. I want to throw that out there. That I did get a Steam key for this, but I'm planning to go buy it anyway. So thank you so much for sharing this with me. For the rest of your day, you hardly see Dantar. You see him using the speaker system to give orders to the bots so they clean up the warehouse. Mid-afternoon, he calls you to meet him in his office. He asks you to collect a pot of tea and some biscuits on your way, assuming that wretched kitchen bot hasn't massacred them. The cleanup's going to take a while. We need to keep production running in the meantime. Captain Tasteless has put in another order for this hideous cubes. You have to call them together from whatever you can find in the warehouse. Oh no, this is going to take more than 15 minutes, isn't it? He looks out the window into the factory, yelps, and runs from the room to deal with yet another bot crisis. Okay, right, yes. We've had another order for those off-acutes. Everything's a mess, but I'm sure the panel sensors will help. No, not over there. You're useless. Dantar's voice cuts out a deal with whatever problem he can. Okay, so we have these horrible cubes. Produces this 100% of the time. We don't always get all of our wooden panels this time. Okay. I just noticed some things. I was like, oh, what's happening over here?
Oh yeah, that is random. That it just put some decorations in the background when it starts to level up.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so we have this and that. We need opposite sides. What I want to do is, all right, this doesn't feel nearly as hard as the other one. I'm gonna assemble the metal parts here or something. Maybe I'm already wrong. All right, so we need,
yeah, the metal bit's definitely easier because they come in pairs rather than threes.
You can just like,
so that's
yeah. I was like, oh, I think it's gonna be a little bit simpler because I have the pair here. What I want to do is I want to get the wooden panels done like down here or somewhere, ship them off to the metal, and then combine. It's harder though. All right, so I actually think I need to send it in this shape. Is that right? Oh, I'm trying to think here. How do I combine these without running into the shipping them to the other one? It's still like my brain can't quite, I have to think it through. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna get all of the metal sides combined, and I'm gonna ship one panel at a time to that, and then have a painter over here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so let's start off by building, oops, I need one of these. Pull you off to the side here. Maybe pull you down here. All right, so we're gonna build out the metal components first. And then this thing will paint and ship it. That's my idea. That's my plan. All right, so we're gonna produce the metal bits. So they come down like that. I'm gonna rotate it this way. Yeah, so then we do a rotation. Produce more metal bits. Just make sure. Okay, so now we have all the metal in the potentially right spots. Down in this workstation, So now it's going to wait to receive a panel coming from the bottom. So it's going to wait to receive. It's going to come. We're going to get a metal panel from the, or a wooden panel from the bottom. I'm already making, I already have regrets about some decision I've made, but that's okay. We're going to wait for one from the bottom. We're going to do 2 rotations up. We're going to wait again for a bottom, and then we're going to ship it off to the left for final painting and stuff. Just to keep my mind simplified here. So this is like a function that produces a unpainted cube. That's my thought. All right, down here, I guess we'll activate this. Down here, I want to have a 2. All right, so it's gonna produce the first thing we want to do is we're going to produce a cube, or produce something. Then we need to check, no matter what, I'm going to have a top panel. No matter what, I have a top panel. So I'm going to put a scrubber on the top. No matter what, I'm going to activate that. Then we need to decide whether or not we need to scrub this left side, or this part here. So let's put in a sensor. Oh, the sensor has to come from a specific side. All right, the sensor can come from, I'm gonna have to rotate it anyway. This is interesting.
Yeah, the missing side is possibly on the front. So you're gonna have to spin it anyway.
I'm gonna have to spin it, and now I'm trying to think, okay, which way do I want to spin it? We'll spin it down. All right, so we're gonna spin it down. We're gonna put the sensor down here. We spin it down. Then we need to decide what to do from that point. Wanted to be able to spin it up. Well, I guess I can put the sensor on the back. Let's put the sensor on the back. Yeah, I like that. We'll spin it up. It'll be in this orientation. And now I say, is there a panel to clean? All right, yeah, so we'll scan. Nope, that'll always, dang it.
Yeah, that'll always say yes.
It'll always say yes. 1 second, if I spin it up and then activate this thing, what happens? So I'm wondering if there's nothing to clean, is there an error?
Oh no, it'll just clean empty space.
Oh, then perfect. That's all I really need to do. All right, so I don't need a sense yet. So it cleans empty space. Let's rotate it one more time. Okay, we'll rotate it one more time. And then we need to decide, at this point we can scan and make a decision. All right, so at this point we're going to scan the back of it, and we need to decide, let's add in a forward moving. We could go backwards. We might go backwards. We'll find out. All right, that one's going forward. All right, so if there is no back, all right, so if there is no back, we can just send this off, send it up. Okay. If there is no back, we send it up. We'd have this panel down on the bottom. If there is a back, we're going to remove the bottom. Okay, I'll put you over here for now. There is, hang on, so if there is no back, we just send it off. If there is a back, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I want to do my back sensor. Okay. If there is a back, if there is no back, we're just going to send it off. If there is a back, I need to do, I'm going to go this way to have a little bit more space to work with. If there is a back, I want to go ahead and pull the bottom panel off here. Delta, welcome into the stream. We're having fun with Hexahedra here. A nice little puzzle game. I'm going to pull it off, and then we're going to rotate up, and then ship it. And then pull it out. And then we might not be ready to ship it. But we might be. We need to ship it. So we got to get the top part in the right orientation. So I suspect we are not ready to ship it yet. So I'm going to actually add in, say, sync with the top here. And then we will send cube up. We might need more syncs. Ooh. All right. I'm just going to have it pause there so I can figure out exactly what I want it to do. Okay. So we scrub it. All right. So now we're going to have that combined. So we've waited. It's waiting to sync here. Yeah, so it needs... Oh no, it's just waiting for something from the bottom. So... Boom. Okay, I suppose right there. Just want it to be able to wait there. All right, so we're just gonna add in some, I'm gonna do this. We're just gonna add in some extra time. I think this is simpler for my brain. I'm not smart enough. This is simpler for my brain here. So the question is, how many steps do I need before I ship it? This here I think will be sufficient. And then we want to sync with the top, saying, all right, are you done? Go back here. Let's step through here. All right, so I can do that. I can move that over to here. Actually, I think I do it much earlier because it takes 2. All right. So it arrived there.
You might be on the other half though, because you might, every time you only get one panda, you're gonna kind of swap parity with the top half. So you've got to work out how long it's going to take you to go from the second one to the first one. That's when things get tricky.
All right. I do want, and I think I'm just going to have it once it's finished here. Yeah, so this top one, I see what you're saying. I'm going to send that cube up. And then I want to add in a go home here, actually. Let's try the go home here. Let's just watch it, see what happens here. All right, then we're gonna have to wait for it to sync for this space to be ready for a cube, though. All right, we did get it up there. So I do. I'm not entirely sure. All right, I do think I need to have a sync here. Say wait for a cube. All right, every time I send one, I have to sync, I believe. All right, so we're gonna sync. After I send one, we sync with the top, saying it's ready for more. We'll send one. All right, so after. After we wait, hang on. We wait for a cube here. And then I want to sync. No, I'm gonna do a rotation and then I sync saying I'm ready. Then I can almost, yeah, then we're gonna wait for a cube. Let's make sure that this produce before let's move these down. We're gonna sync, and then in this case we're gonna do a little bit more. We're gonna sync before we send. Syncing every time. All right.
Gonna sync on the second one as well.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna add in a spot here saying that I'm just gonna make sure I sync anytime I'm waiting to receive a cube, receive a panel.
Yeah.
I think if I wait every time, it's a little bit inefficient, but you know, who are we, you know, optimizing for? For our brains or for the game, the number of cycles, right? Okay. So we wait, ship, produce, ship. All right, so let's sync here. And I still got to do something over here. It's like we have to wait before we... Let's add another road to this. We have to sync with the left. I don't even know that that is necessary. Oh, we can't do that. I need to come down to this track. I'm already thinking maybe too far ahead. Send it off. And then this one here should actually just start out by saying wait for the right. Because I don't know how long things are going to take on this side. Maybe they'll be fast enough. I'm not sure. We'll just hope it's fast enough. We'll leave a spot in case. All right. Here we go. All right, we still produce that there. Do we get a second one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
That works. Yeah.
Okay. So
That's
now
what the
I gotta
painting
make sure I paint over here. What ends up over here? All right. So my painting needs to happen on the left and right sides. So I can put. We want black and purple. Black, purple. And so this will wait to receive a cube, and we need a shipper. And we will paint there, rotate twice, paint the side, paint the back, and then we ship it, and then go home. So I don't know, I think this one's short enough that the sync is just not going to be necessary. Whew. It's a brain buster.
I think it's good. I think it's good.
Tom, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. All right. Yes. All right. Keep going, machine. I just got to believe.
Shipped one. We shipped one.
Shipped two. That's looking good. Now let's speed up this production. All right. Oh. Whew. So cool. So cool.
Boom.
Boom.
There we go.
What does he do with them anyway? I got an achievement. You guys can't see it, but I just got an achievement. All right. Well, I do have to wrap up here. I can't wait to play some more. How many levels does this game have? 27. And then...
So yeah, so you can see the ones with the little ninja faces are optional.
Hang on.
And also there are some secret... Yeah, so those little ninja faces are optional levels. And then also there are some other secret levels you can find, which are also optional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Absolute blast here, folks. Be sure to go check out Terranam's game, Hexahedra. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. It's on sale right now, 10% off until next Friday. So be sure to get in there, get that game while you can. I'm having so much fun playing it. I'm probably gonna play next week. I'm probably gonna finish this game up because I'm having I might even play a little bit more today. So thank you so much for sharing it with us. All the new people, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Delta, welcome into the stream. Weird Beard Games, thank you so much for hanging out. Everyone having a blast. Please go check it out. Tomfoolery, thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back on Monday, folks. Will he be back on Monday? Monday's a holiday, so this is a holiday weekend. That's why I'm ending my stream a little bit early, because we got stuff to get done today. I think I'll be back on Monday. If not, I'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday for sure. Terranam, anything else you'd like to share with us before we hop off?
Thanks for playing it. I'm glad you had a good time. Just want to big up the level editor. Lots of cool stuff has gone in there. Like players have produced puzzles, things I didn't even think about.
Sorry, I should take a look at the puzzle. That's another thing I'm excited about, like the endless possibilities with this game, right?
Yeah.
So level editor.
He's going to make you go through a tutorial now, but you can add workstations. So one thing we didn't even get to is that the workstations don't even have to be in a solid grid. There can be gaps, and then you've got a teleporter that lets you move things around. And so you can design the sources and the targets. So you can sort of just choose what color things are, cool. What materials they're of. There are payloads, we didn't get to those either, so you can put things inside the cubes and ship them off. And you can control, what commands players can and can't use.
Broken the tutorial, I think.
I think you just quit out of a window, I think, while it was going on.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's lots of fun stuff you can do there. And players have done stuff I hadn't even thought about. Like somebody made a level where sometimes when you trigger a source, you get nothing at all. It didn't even occur to me to do that. So it's you might get nothing, or you might get a cube. Lots of fun stuff has gone in there. So thanks for playing it. I'm glad you had a good time.
Thank you so much for sharing. I had a blast. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this game. Be sure to check it out on Steam, everybody. Be sure to follow. Let's give you a shout out as well. Be sure to follow. You can watch the development on stream as well. What are you working on your streams these days since it's released? Are you working on bug fixes? Tell us about that.
Yeah, mostly bug fixes, and also I've been playing some of the workshop levels. Actually, for the next couple of months, I'm going to be doing some assessment work with apprentices in the UK, so there won't be much going on for a little while. But game dev, and then hopefully at some point I'll prototype something new. But we don't know what that'll be yet. But
that's exciting. Thank you so much for being here. Let's find someone to raid. Do you have anyone that you would like to raid? Let me switch to my desktop view here. Let me exit this out. Since you're our guest, I'll let you decide. Maybe someone I don't even know yet.
Good question. Who is on?
Oh no, we lost you because they can still hear you. All right. Let's go see who's on. Oh, that's my dashboard.
Lots of people I would often raid are actually not online. I think because it's a Saturday.
All right, well, we'll stick with some game dev. Two Nerdy Nerds looks like they just started streaming.
Three more. Yeah, little tease.
Couple more. Yeah, Two Nerdy Nerds. They do Godot game development. They're fantastic. They're a couple. One of them's a programmer. One of them's an artist. So it's awesome to watch them. They're one of my favorite streamers. If you have any other suggestions, let me know. But otherwise, this is who I would probably pick.
Yeah, we can rate those guys. Why not?
All right. Terranam, thank you so much for joining us. If I can't wait to play more of your game. Folks, be sure to go follow Terranam. Have a beautiful day. I'll be back on Monday. Remember, everybody, keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's okay. Maybe when they first lose.